Hello, everybody. We're doing something different this time around. Today, we're gonna be reading these silly as hell comics because I was requested by one of the people inside chat yesterday to actually read one of these. So I'm muting the server. I'm gonna unmute. There we go. Anyway, oh, I forgot this is gonna cover chat up a little bit. Hold on, I need to move this out of the way. Shoot, I need to fix the window. Crap. Okay, hold on. Let me fix things up a little bit. Give me a second. There we go. Alright, but yeah, hello everyone. Yes, I'm trying something a bit different. I'm gonna be reading these comics right here. So the goal is to hopefully get through, I'm hoping at least like all of them. Hopefully through like this month, probably next month. So yeah, as you can see, I don't know. The first arc that I saw here, it's only 12 issues long, so I don't know. We'll see how far we'll go with this. I'm not sure if I'll have like a pattern on how many I'll read. But usually like, they have like these arcs broken like 4 to 5 parts. So I think that's what I'll probably do. But yeah, like I said, this is kind of my first, not really my first time reading all these. So yeah, I'm kind of just jumping into things, just trying to see how things go. Like we're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna wing at it. Let me turn the music here a bit. There we go. All right, so the first issue. So I actually did read this one. I'm sorry, spoiler alert. I did see this one. I did read it. So, you know, you got me. Anyway, let's read it. So, this is the first one. Like I said, I have kind of read this one a little bit. So, my expectations already have been. I kind of know like what like the average issue is gonna be. So, here we have. I don't know. We got Sonic here, running around, right? I don't know, I think there's so much like exposition here just to let you know like, oh, this is Sonic, Super Mario, the real Super Mario right here. Alright, so anyway, so the first part of this issue, you know, we have Sonic here. He is indeed running because looks like the city did get bombed. Terrorist attack, they got bombed, right? And then and then we have a bunch of these random as hell characters. I'm gonna name this guy Jamal, cause I don't think he has a name. They did not give my homie a name here, so we're gonna call him Jamal. So poor Jamal, he's getting beat up, right? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do, right? But lo and behold, yeah, there he is. I don't know, like this first issue, cause I have read over it a little bit. It kind of does feel a bit average, in my honest opinion. Cause I mean, all I'm seeing here right now is just, oh, it's just Sonic just doing regular Sonic stuff. Like, oh, look, it's me. It's him. It's indeed the hero, right? I mean, that's all he's doing here. I mean, he's just doing regular Sonic stuff. I mean, none of this dialogue is really interesting in my eyes. I don't know, like bots coming in from the north. You got a guy holding his own out there. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really seem super interesting to me right now. All we see is Sonic. I mean, he's just doing Sonic stuff right now. My friends pointed out that his head is really big in this panel, and now I kind of can't unsee that. I can't unsee that. He has such a big head just in this one panel. I don't know why. I don't know why the artist drew him like that. But yeah, anyway, you know, Sonic's just running around the city. I don't, what am I supposed to say? I want to say something entertaining here, but it's not really providing me anything. Like I said, I think the problem is like this introduction to this new world and everything seems really generic. I mean, all we have here is, you know, Sonic. He's just running around, jumping around, right? He's fighting against these giant robots, and then look, they're gonna kill him. And then this is where the comic ends. The comic ends right here. Sonic gets slaughtered. That's it. Thanks for watching the stream. But, you know, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Cause see, he's alive, guys. He's alive and well. So, you know, there he is. He's just running around, and then, boom, there he is. It's Tails, the goat. You know, Sonic's out here like, oh man, there are a bunch of robots, and robots are really bad. We gotta go stop them. And then, boom, he did not get killed, right? Yeah, he didn't get killed. You know, Tails was being really smart, like, it looks like these robots are really big, and we have to stop them. You know, good old Sonic's like, oh well, it's okay. And then we got a small little montage of Sonic and Tails looking so cool. And yeah, I mean, this is 9% of this comic is just devoted to action right now. That's all I'm getting here. And then, you know, it keeps going. It keeps going. I was gonna say some more, but it keeps going. It keeps going. And then, oh no, Tails, the Bro's using the Sonic for a team attack. Exactly. What is Bud doing? What is this? Wait, where is it? What is Bro doing? What is this? Cornball out of hell move. Right? You know, we gotta up the ante. There's some dramatic stakes to this, right? Oh no! The robots, they're escaping. What do we do? You know, poor Sonic, he's scared. He's like, oh, there's one more. There's one more left. And then they stop the robots. Woohoo, right? So, you know, we got all that action, but now the real question is, do we have any substance to all of this? You know, I like a bit of action, but is there some substance we can take away from this? And we can, a little bit. All we know is, he says something is going to happen tomorrow. The robots are acting crazy, and we need to do something about it. And what does he do? He just runs away. He just runs away. That's it. That's really it. He says he's gonna go smash some robots, and he goes to another town. And essentially, what you have seen here, this is literally what's gonna happen in the next 3 issues. So the problem I kind of have with the first arc is that it's really repetitive. I mean, we have like, oh, who is this new bad guy? Ooh, I wonder who he is, right? Problem I kind of have with this, like I said, is that it seems really repetitive. Like this first arc is just really repetitive in the way that it's structured up. So Sonic will go to a nearby town, right? Fight some robots, meet a friend, and then, oh, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. You know, something will indeed happen. Let me scroll back down here. Me personally, I think this first issue wasn't really that great of a start. Because, like I said, it just plops you right in to just, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, boom, there you go. And that's really it. There's nothing really more than that. Like, I don't know anything about the world that we have set up. It seems pretty generic. All the characters look generic. I had to name random character Jamal just to add a bit of character to that. But that's the problem I kind of have with this first part. Nothing really happens within this first arc. And so now we move on to the second part, right? And like I said, like I want to say something like entertaining, obviously, but exactly, Jamal's best character, top 1. I will say though, issue 2, the art is beautiful here. So if I remember correctly, the first issue is drawn by Yardley. The second one is drawn by this guy here, Adam Bryce Thomas. I think the third issue is done by Jennifer Hernandez, and the fourth one's done by Evan Stanley. And I gotta say, if there's one thing I have to give credit for, is that the second issue just looks really, really nice. But it really sucks though that it does feel really formulaic. Because all you're gonna see here, Sonic fights a giant robot, right? It looks really cool. I'll give him that. It looks really, really cool. But you know, after that's all done and said, all said and done, you know, boom, they reintroduce another character, right? In this case, it's Amy, and I don't know what the hell she's doing here, but basically, if you remember correctly from Sonic Forces, there was this whole little resistance thing that they were doing, And you're like, oh, basically they want Sonic to join the Resistance again, but he's like, I don't want to join the Resistance because it's gay. You know, that makes everyone very upset, right? But yeah, apparently they want him to join back because there's a bunch of robots all over the place, and they gotta go stop him. But I mean, we haven't seen Sonic's already out here destroying robots and whatnot. Let me turn down my volume a bit here, there. Also, gotta point this out, like, I posted this image over on the community tab. I was asking, was this like a glow up or glow down right here? Cause I posted, I'll probably bring the image up. Maybe I'll probably repost it on this channel later on today. But there was this art, and there was like another piece of Sonic artwork, like later down, done by the same artist, by the way. And I was asking everyone, was it like a glow up or a glow down? And a lot of people said it was a glow down, and that kind of makes kind of sad because I like how stylistic this early art is, but unfortunately they kind of do drop the ball later down the line with all this. Like, it's not rigid, like it's actually pretty clean. I really like this artwork. So then we have here, you know, basically, yeah, it's just all this back and forth of, oh, you should join the Resistance. Oh, you shouldn't join the Resistance. Pineapple goes on pizza. No, it doesn't. Like, it's just all this back and forth stuff. You know, Sonic's like, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the robots because it's what I do. You know, we get a bit of action here. You know, some really, really great action. But like I said, that's what it feels like. Like, a lot of this just feels like I'm just praising a bunch of things that are happening on here, and that's really it. Like, it looks nice, but that's really it. Which, I'm not gonna hate on it and say that like a Sonic comic has to be like, it can't have action in it, but dog, 90% of what I'm reading, quote unquote, is just been action scenes right now. So of course Sonic goes ahead and, you know, he and Amy are just destroying these robots. Woohoo, woohoo. The crowd goes wild. I guess Knuckles was part of the Resistance, but he retired. He was unfortunately shot dead in Miami, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, Knuckles was shot dead in Miami. So, everyone, can we have a moment of silence for Knuckles? He's dead. They killed him. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. They don't really have like a plan. Like this resistance group. All they're doing is just, I don't know. They just go to a city when there's a terrorist attack. They come in and they save the day. That's really it. But yeah, honestly, like I said, this is some really great artwork, and that's all I can really say. This is a story, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's just them fighting. And it's just going back and forth about, oh, join the Resistance, don't join the Resistance, do this, do that, do this, do that. I don't know, it's kind of annoying. So, I'm gonna just pretend that I finished reading the entire thing. Wow, I finished reading the entire thing. That was a great story. I do gotta say, I like this scene too as well. You know, it's what I do, just keep moving on. It does. This Casino Night music goes crazy. I like this arrangement. I don't know. I actually want your guys' honest opinion. What do you think of Sonic out here just like using like random song quotes? Because it's something that I noticed this first arc kind of does, and Sonic kind of does like spout random song lines. Like you're just like, oh, living by my own way, my own way. And I think the previous issue, he did another one too as well, but I was skimming through it really fast. Because honestly, I don't like it. It feels really like pandering, in my opinion. I don't really like it at all. It's really, I don't know, it's not organic. It's like, well, I just like replace this with, I don't know, like some like Playboy Cardi lyrics. Like, would it still go hard or not? because honestly, I don't really feel this one too much. I don't really like it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come up like quite a lot as we read this stuff. So of course, Sonic's Riz is immaculate, and you know Amy almost falls for him, but she's like, nope, I'm not falling for that. Nope, nuh-uh. And so Sonic goes away to another city, and then you know we have this guy right here. Like, who is it? Who's the bad guy? Who is the bad guy, ladies and gentlemen? Who do you guys think it is? Like, let me know, chat. Who do you think it is? Who do you think is the bad guy? So the next issue, they reveal that Knuckles was not shot dead in Miami, ladies and gentlemen. He lived. He actually lived. Let me go ahead and... Also, another thing, too. Like, I don't like how Amy's attitude in this comic, she doesn't retain, like... I don't know. Like, the semi, like, stalkerish stuff that she kind of did back in, like, previous... Why'd I scroll all the way back down? What the hell? Okay. Like, I don't know. I don't like how her attitude is, like, kind of changed. Like, it isn't really that charming. It seems like they just write her as generic woman. Like, I don't know. I don't find it interesting. People say it's an upgrade from how she was portrayed as, like, that semi-stalker from, like, older pieces of, like, Sonic content. But I don't know. It's like, I could at least say that she kind of did have, like, a personality. Here, like I said, she just feels like generic leader woman. That's really all I'm getting from her. By the way, the third issue where they revealed that Knuckles he was not shot down dead. So, anyway, you know, Knuckles is out here. You know, like I said, it's the same stuff again and again. I don't really like this. I don't like how they keep doing the same plot again and again. Because I can tell you right now, I have learned absolutely nothing about what this world is. I kind of understand these characters, I guess. But I'm getting nothing from this. Like, this is my introduction to this. Like, if you were introduced... I mean, for some of you, this is your first time actually reading these. I don't know. Like, what have you learned from this? Because all I've gotten from this is nothing. Nothing about this. Like, it's a world that Sonic and friends inhabit, and that's it. I've gotten nothing from this comic whatsoever, other than, like I said, Sonic is here, and he's just running around stopping cities from getting destroyed, and supposedly some big bad is gonna intervene. If you're hyped for this comic, that was 5 years ago. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. I think... Honestly, where I kind of sit with this comic, I'm trying to remember, like, because I know I got introduced to this comic a bit late. I think sometime during the Metal Virus Saga, because that's when everyone was saying, oh, these are the pinnacle of Sonic writing. But granted, at that time, I didn't know where to even, like, get them or even read them. So I was out of the loop. So I only went through word of mouth that these comics were, like, really, really good. Like, oh, Ian Flynn understands Sonic's character and everything. This and that. Like, these are apparently, you know, they're perfect because they don't contain any of the BS that Archie or Fleetway had. But, I don't know. I was absent from reading the comics for a while. I'd see stuff here and there. But to say that I was avidly, like, reading these, then I'd just be lying to you guys. Because I didn't actually, like, start reading these until, I would say, like, late last year when issue 56 came around. That's when I started reading it, and I thought it was good. It was fine. It's all right. We'll get there when we get there with these streams, but it wasn't up until after that issue they did a new arc. Which was like between 57 to 61, because that one I was actually concurrently reading with. And I gotta say, spoiler alert, because we haven't gotten there yet, but I didn't really like it all that much. I felt like I was kind of lied to. Like, the internet really pushed that just because this comic is more tied closer to the game's canon, and, you know, just takes a lot more heavy inspiration to the games, that it was automatically better. But I don't get that vibe from it. I honestly feel like Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes good to have an adaptation stay close to the source material, but I feel like with IDW, it kind of falls into its detriment. Like, a lot of the really good stories don't really tie themselves too hard with the game stuff. And when they try to be ambitious, like I said, I'll point out the issues when we get there, the problems that I have with, especially the Metal Virus, because that went on for a really long time, and that's the one critique that I hear. Even the people who liked it, they do feel like it did go on for quite a bit of time. But yeah, I didn't get into these comics till recently, and like I said, I don't know, I didn't really vibe with these all that much. And as I'm reading through these early issues, I'm expecting, like, well, maybe I misunderstood something, maybe I need to go back and read all these, but we've gotten through these first 2 issues, and as I mentioned, this third one, it feels really formulaic. Here we have Sonic and Knuckles. You know, Knuckles just finished destroying a giant robot. You know what happened in the first 2 issues? Sonic was destroying a giant robot, along with a friend. So here, apparently, you know, they try to add a little bit of something to spice things up here. Apparently, this town here, instead of being just a generic random place, actually, now I'm noticing, now I'm like looking, all these towns, they look exactly the same. They just have like a giant barricade around them, and there's like a little town inside them. Like, I'm just now realizing how generic these places are. Like, I'm betting you right now, if I showed you, like, I don't know, another image of like the previous town, I'm betting you right now you couldn't tell the difference, like, between which one was like a Wispin place and which one was, I don't know, Jamal's hometown of the Bronx. Like, they are designed exactly the same. Like, they're all set up like same like same starting image and everything. Anyway, so apparently this town, it has Wispins in there, and they're being locked out. So Sonic and Knuckles, you know, they break the rules, they get inside, and apparently, you know, the Badnik attacks, they got these guys scared. They got hit with a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare, so, you know, they're kind of scared, they're kind of worried. Apparently, there was somebody out here who's taking the Wispins. So, you know, we're gonna see who these guys are. Sonic and Knuckles are like, you know what, we can take these guys out, you know, no problem. You call the right guys, you know, they're here. They're here to go save the day, that's what they do. Right? So, Sonic and Knuckles, they go in. They see the Wispins, so they're like, who could be responsible for all of this? And then we get hit with the new bad guys for this comic. You know, issue 3. Are you guys ready? Because I'm ready. Here they are. These are the bad guys for IDW. These are the new guys. These are some new bad guys we got here. Rough and Tumble. And honestly, I don't like them. I don't really like them. They're pretty generic bad guys. They're Team Rocket clones, to be frank with you. They even like do the whole Team Rocket introduction thing and everything. So Sonic and Knuckles, they break in. You're like, oh, we're gonna stop you guys. And, you know, that doesn't make that, they make them mad. It makes them mad. So they do the little, they do the little Team Rocket thing. And I'll be honest, I kind of cringed a little bit. I didn't really find this one entertaining. I don't know. You guys in the comments think it was funny. I don't know. I didn't really find this one funny that much. So, you know, they fight. And, yeah, here's what I mean. Like, we get the introduction to what the threat in question is going to be. And then they fight. And I'm going to be honest. No hate to the artist who did this. I think it was Jennifer Hernandez. But this wasn't really... This didn't really hit all that much. Compared to the previous 2 artists that we already seen... I don't know, this one didn't really hit that much. The art did not hit that hard. I think it also had to do with like the posing and the colors too as well. It just doesn't really hit that hard. I don't know, I guess it's like a bit too cartoony. Like, I don't know, this feels like I'm reading a fan comic with the artwork. Like I said, like, I'm not saying it's necessarily bad, but I don't know. Just something how the way it looks with like especially like the dark lining they did with this issue, it just does not really look that good. I gotta say, this did not hit at all whatsoever. This art does not hit. Anyway, so as you can see, Knuckles gets hit with the Wario Stink Bomb, and you know, they then realize, wait a minute, what if I use the power of friendship to stop these guys? And lo and behold, the power of friendship, and the Wisps all gang up on them, and they do the Team Rocket thing. Mods crush the skull. They crush the skull. You know, Knuckles goes in, you know, and they fight. Well, actually, no, they kind of wipe the floor pretty easy with them. And then the Wisps, they decide to use themselves as ammunition. So, wait a minute. Hold on a second. So, I mean, they were captured, right? Yeah, they were captured earlier, right? And then they decide, let's willingly turn ourselves into ammunition for you guys, you know? Thanks for freeing us. We're gonna lock ourselves back in. You know, I hate being in jail, but I love going. I want to go back in, and you know. But yeah, Knuckles better than Forces. I don't know. I don't know. It felt pretty generic. Knuckles and Forces. I remember he was just like generic leader, and now he's kind of just out here. I mean, the comic implies that he's kind of the leader still. I don't know. Continuity in this comic is a bit off here and there, but I think he's still like just a random generic leader and whatnot. Exactly. I love the prison cell. Like, I love going to jail, hate being free. And so they all celebrate, have a nice little party. But as you can see, the security camera is watching some, you know, the big bad. Who is this guy? Who is he? He's like, oh, so Knuckles is still playing hero on the surface. That means Angel Island is unguarded. This Master Emerald is prone. This will accelerate my plans considerably. Like, what is he doing? What is his plan? What is homie cooking up? You know, Sonic might like, oh, we saved the West, wahoo! And he got, I don't know, Dr. Claw here, just like wiggling his fingers, like he's about to do something very dangerous. I don't know what this advertisement is. Get this off my screen. I'm not reading all this. Anyway. Here we go. Issue 4. Here we go. Issue 4. Boom. You know, we speedrunning through all this. We getting through all this. So we got Sonic with, you know, a new character. Who is this new character, bro? Who is bro? Why does she think she's on the team? Why does she think she's on the team? We're about to find out. So the last part in this little like 4-parter, I gotta admit, the colors in this one, I actually messed with them. I'm pretty sure the same colorist was for, I know it was for the 1st and 4th issues. I'm not sure about issues 2 and 3, but I think this is the same colorist, Matt Herms. Yeah. I guess I'll go on like a brief aside here and say that I gotta say, compared to his stuff in Archie, the colors on this, like, they're good. Like, I rock with these. I mess with these, right? But at the same time, like, the way the shading's done, oh, it just feels really simplified. But, like, other than the shading, like, I don't know, like, I liked his more gradient style coloring he did, like, in late Archie stuff. Like, late to mid Archie stuff when he was on the book. I really liked that. I don't know, his early stuff kind of like in, like, the 200s with, like, the Iron Dominion stuff. I don't know, I kind of, like, his colors were kind of fine, I guess. They felt kind of simple. But, I don't know, overall, I gotta say, I think he uses, like, a lot more of, like, a purplish hue with his colors on this. Like, I'm noticing that. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of missed the more gradient style coloring he did with these. But, like I said, this isn't a bad page. Like, out of all the generic bases we've seen, this is the one that seems most, like, good looking. Like, the past 3 were literally the same place. But here, it looks like it's an actual different new location. So we got, Sonic here. He's like, oh boy, I hope I'm not too late to the party, or something like that. So we got Sonic here, you know, he's doing his thing. You know, he's being the hero. And then we got introduced to, I think this is Tangle, right? So, you know, this goofy Ah, hell haircut. What is this haircut, dog? Bro needs a fade, dog. What is what is it? Like, silly as hell haircut, bro. Someone needs to line bro up. Someone get this guy to Brandon the barber. Give bro a fade ASAP. Actually, I'll low key draw that. I'll draw Tangle with a fade, bro. Because this ain't it, dog. So anyway, you know, Sonic's out here. Oh, this new character. I don't know. She has a nice design and everything. Anyway, I don't know. It's more of the same. Like, I want to say there's more of this, but like a lot of this is kind of just devoted to just action this, action that. The random gangs are trying to get organized. Like, bro, such a silly head up, bro. Silly ass up, bro. What are you talking about? The gangs? Oh my goodness, it's the Bloods and the Crips, bro. What we gonna do? And I haven't read this issue yet, but I gotta say, what is that? What is this head? He looks like a burger dog. Why does he look like this, bro? What did they do to my man's head? Mike. Why does he look like that from the back? What did they do to the back of his head? It's like, what the hell is this? But yeah, anyway, so you know they fight. Yeah, that's what it's. You know, no more fighting. You know, because you know we got like this 2 seconds of hello, I'm a character. I'm here to save the day. I'm on your team, and then boom, back to fighting, and then we got 1 second of okay, we're fighting, but what we're gonna do, and then more fighting, boom, like you don't, and it's like there's like 1 second of like, what do we do now? It seems that we are in a predicament. What do you do, my fellow street associate? He's like, I don't know, but I would inquire that we need to leave the premises immediately. Type beat, and then Blaze the Cat shows up. Woohoo! I don't know. It's like there's robots. What are we gonna do? Exactly. The plot. It's gotta keep going. Like the plot. It's gotta keep going. Like my homie. What's going on? Robots. We gotta fight right now. You know, we just gotta keep going. You know, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. We don't stick around, try to develop our characters. Now, boom. We just gotta keep going. Right? So, anyway, we got here Sonic and Blaze. They're out here doing their thing, and poor Tangle. Bro got invited to the meet and realized that she was not ready for all this. She was not ready to do all that. Oh, well, never mind. She actually comes in to save the day, I guess. And then, yeah. I don't know what was this. Like, I'm trying to actually track this. I'm trying to actually, like, track where... Sonic Rush 3, what's the story? The story is easy. We just gotta get through all this. We just gotta go. So, I'm trying to track what happens here. So, does she... So she grabs the Motobug's and I don't know, claw thing, right? So does she just pull it back and just like let it fling? I'm confused on this. I'm like, how this? So is this on like a different Motobug? Oh, I'm confused. Wait a minute. I'm trying to track where this goes. The art is kind of confusing here. It's good looking but kind of confusing. So she grabs the Motobug, blows itself up. Oh, this could have been communicated a bit more, a bit better. So I kind of see what's going on. She grabs it, and the arm flings over to the other one, and then it hits the other one. Okay. I don't know. That part could have been communicated a bit better. And my music stopped playing, so hold on. We gotta give ourselves like a 2-second break here to add some more fancy music in the background. So let's go ahead. New music. Let's play for like 30 minutes. So should cover for me for a little bit. Alright. Anyway, so we got this nice little fancy music to play in the background. So of course we see Sonic out here. He's destroying the robots, saving the day as usual. You know, Blaze like, oh no, the robots, they're attacking us. Oh, what do we do? It's like, oh, the town militia. Wahoo! I don't know where they're at. I don't know. And you know, they're all coming from this giant as hell battleship. So what do? And then, dog, I don't know. Hop on? Really, bro? Like, pause. Come on, man. I know we just met, but hop on. Chat. I'm gonna do this one as 0, dog. So they ride the contraption. The contraption in question being this giant as hell slingshot using Tangle's tail. You know, Sonic goes in and I kind of ignored this here and there. I was gonna say it for a little bit, but you know, since we need to address the elephant in the room, and that is these cornball as hell faces. Now, apparently, I did notice there's been slight discourse about it's okay for Sonic characters to emote in ways that make them look like this. And my honest answer is, I think you can do it, but I don't know, just don't make it so obnoxious. Yeah, he looks like he wants to kill someone. I don't know, it feels intentionally memey. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting off of this. And they kind of did this a bit earlier, with the expressions. I don't know, I feel like, yeah, they do it here too as well. If it's a bit more so like this, I could almost kind of ignore this one. Here, I can honestly say oh, well, you know, it's a bit of a good bit of silly bit of a haha funny, right? But they kind of did this quite a lot in here. The artist, I think this one's Evan Stanley. She did this quite a lot in here. And to be honest, I think it is a bit annoying. I don't know. This just looks like a really annoying person's profile on Twitter or something. I don't know. I don't use this but I imagine this is what I don't know. I feel exactly, they just use, it's it's a bunch of Fortnite emotes. I don't know. I just don't, I'm supposed to take it kind of seriously here. Oh, look, Blaze is so awesome, so cool. We just got this little Fortnite sticker right here. I don't know. I can't take it really that seriously. Like I said, I'm not saying it's honestly 100% bad. I'm not trying to say that. Like I said, if I wanted to hate for no reason, I'd do it. But it's I don't know. I feel if they do it too much, it can kind of come off as a bit obnoxious. That's what really all I'm trying to say here. I think it's good to have maybe some visual juxtaposition to you with a bit of that visual comedy. I understand that. Here, I could see why someone could actually consider this, you know, that's kind of funny. I chuckle a little bit inside. That got me laughing on the inside. I'm not smiling, but that got me laughing on the inside type beat, right? But I don't know, if they keep doing stuff like this, because that's what, the 3rd time they do it in this issue alone. I don't know, it's okay, it's kind of getting a bit much. It's kind of overstaying its welcome. Rule of threes. If it happens again, it's I don't know, man. But anyway, though, we see Sonic and Blaze. They destroy this giant SL battleship, right? Sonic, he goes in. You know, he's fine. You know, he took a little bit of fall damage, but, you know, just walk it off. Put me in, coach. Walk it off. You know, so he's good. He's fine. So Sonic gives the reader the rundown that Blaze is indeed a woman. You know, and that got, you know, bro, he didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know the fun fact. You know, only real Sonic fans would understand. And so, yep, the day is saved. And, I don't know. Oh, so apparently, yeah, she didn't know what was going on with Sonic Forces. I forget that this comic is supposed to be, a supposed continuation of, Forces. Kind of in the same way as Fleetway Sonic, and how the comics were kind of a non-canonical continuation based off the events of Sonic 1 and 2, which I'm gonna be honest is a really smart move on IDW's part, because I can vibe with Archie, but I have to admit, there are just moments in that comic where it is just not Sonic the Hedgehog anymore. Like, there's just moments in that comic where it does not feel like I'm reading a Sonic comic. So I have to give them credit for this. This is a pretty smart move to actually just tie a bit of their continuity and take some inspiration off of Sonic Forces. Granted, it's not really that great of a game, and as we'll soon come to realize, I don't know, tying themselves to the games to the point of kind of just to the point where it really kind of does become a detriment in this comic. Yeah. Like, I'd say, like, for Fleetway, I think the reason why Fleetway kind of works is that it still felt like a Sonic comic because of how they still combine locations, characters, and other implementations of various game aspects and items and different points, and mesh them in with their own original ideas to create something that was actually kind of unique and interesting. In this case, I feel like for IDW, it tries to do the same thing, but I think it kind of suffers at its detriment because of how poorly it's handled. And with the way how I know Ian Flynn has said that these comics are supposedly canon, there are a lot of contradictions with this, and when you say something like that, and essentially you want to try to unify the comic to the games so much, I feel like a lot of the issues are gonna show, because saying you want this comic to essentially be a continuation off of these, like, I don't know, like, then like the contradictions that you kind of would have ignored because it's its own continuation, own continuity, own interpretation of the character, like, they would have been ignored. But now that you brought up as oh this comic is canon, then then it becomes, from what are just quirks and what could be excused in interpretation of like the character itself, kind of just become detriments and problems later down the line. Don't try to work to that game. And yeah, that's honestly what I'd say this first arc kind of feels like. It doesn't really feel like I'm reading a story. A lot of this just feels like I'm reading a video game script. Like, this feels like a video game level, rather than them fighting a war. And that's kind of an issue I have with the script too as well. I know Ian Flynn, he wrote this issue. He wrote all 4 of them, and I gotta say, it doesn't really feel like I'm reading a comic. I feel like I'm reading off video game cutscenes. Oh, Tangle need to stop, like, meat writing though. Like, bro is taking this way too seriously. But yeah. Anyway, we see that the big bad is here. Eggman. What is gonna happen next? But yeah, that's really my problem I have with this, is that the issue that I had with all this was the fact that, like, it feels like I'm reading a game. I'm reading a game cutscene. Like, a lot of this just feels like really flat on its face. Like, oh, here's quick exposition. Oh, Eggman, he locked me up, but I'm free. They free to help me. Free Sonic. He did nothing wrong. I don't know, like, it's really fast. Like, a lot of this just feels like it just wants to get to point A to point B really fast. And then in the middle of that A and B sandwich, you just have a bunch of this, all this fighting. Boom, bam, this and that. Like I said, I'm not opposed to having action happen in a Sonic comic. I'm not saying that shouldn't happen. But I feel like that's what a lot of these comics kind of just feel like. It feels like 30% of this is... Actually, no. 10% is to actually laying some groundwork, trying to introduce this world to you. 20% of it is then just kind of just... Hold on. Oh, like the 20% of it, outside of actually introducing this world, is just, oh, boom, characters, they're just showing off stuff here and there. And then 70% of it, the remaining of it, it's just all action this, action that. That's all I get from these. Overall, what are the pros I'd say about this first 4 issues? So I would say the pros that I have with this, yeah, people die, but we save the day. That's what it kind of feels like. So overall, like I said, the first 4 issues, the pros I have to say is that, the idea of having this comic tie itself a bit with Forces does help streamline things with fans. and maybe people who are getting into these comics because of, at the time, the most recent game, Forces. The art for at least 75% of this first 4 parts look really nice. Yardley, Adam Bryce Thomas, and Evan Stanley. This is some really nice art. This is some really good looking artwork. I'd say Tangle is actually, you know, fine of a character, I guess. Like, all I'm getting from this, like, from her vibe here is that, like, she's just like, oh, I'm a really big fan of this, that, all that. Like, I don't know, the way that she, like, acts around, like, I don't know, bro's low-key meat writing, though. Like, bro gotta stop meat writing. But that's really where all my pros kind of go. The cons that I have to say about this arc was, it just really felt wasted. You had all this time to introduce your readers to this new world of Sonic the Hedgehog, and what end up with? I end up with 4 issues of essentially the same song and dance. What happens in these issues in question, you may be asking? Sonic goes in to a random city because Eggman's attacking it, right? And then he meets a new character or one of his friends, and then they fight for approximately 70% of this entire issue. You know, maybe you get a little bit of some dialogue that says that, oh, this character probably doesn't like macaroni and cheese, as a fun fact. And then that's really it. That's all you get from this first bit of Sonic right here. So that was indeed the first 4 issues. I think that was like the little arc they had there. I'm gonna continue a little bit because I know there's issues 5 and 6. There's like a quick little 2-parter right there. So we might as well cover it too as well in this little stream. I was gonna do just, you know, the first 4, but, you know, actually, you know, I might as well just cover like 10 issues per stream. I think that just helped get through this as fast as possible, but also add a little bit of some depth and would allow me to at least get some breathing room to also talk at the same time with all these. So, you know, the first 4 issues, like I said, if I were to give it like a number rating, I would say, I don't know, this was like a 5.7 out of 10. That's a bit generous in my opinion, but that's honestly where I kind of fall with this little story arc. So now issue 5. Issue 5 hits us up with Sonic and his latest and greatest nemesis, Dr. Eggman. Here we have issue 5. So last time, you know, what we've been seeing last time was, of course, Sonic's out here saying, oh, something very bad is going to happen tomorrow, but I don't know what it's going to be. And then, you know, everybody else is out here saying, oh, Sonic, you need to join the Resistance, do this and that. And, you know, he doesn't want to. And then, of course, we have the big bad behind the chair, you know? What is he going to do? What is he planning? What is he going to do? So now we're going to go ahead and figure out what the hell's been going on with Dr. Eggman. So, you know, Sonic and SPO are out here. Yeah, I gotta say, like, these openings, like I said, it's just a lot of action. Like, where is this place? Like, what is this place? Where are they going? So, I don't know, it just looks like SPO mentions that, that the Dr. Eggman might not, you know, he's on a hunch, he's on a suspicion that Eggman might not be behind all these yeah, Skyrock Zone. It's got they're just out in, like, floating. They're just floating. They're just floating out here in the nowhere. I gotta say, the locations, they're really generic. Like, with Fleetway, they were able to at least use some of those zones from previous Sonic games or current Sonic games at that time as locations. They may have not always reflected how they looked exactly in the games, but at least you could say there was some sort of iconography that you could really tell between Emerald Hill Zone and Metropolis Zone. Here, I gotta say, they just feel like really generic Sonic zones. The past 4 issues, they were all in random cities. And the cities in question looked exactly the same, with a giant barricade and the city inside of it, with the exception of the 4th issue, which was on top of like a mountain. which I'm not saying every place has to be like labeled, but I feel like you could do a lot better than just Sky Rock Zone here. Anyway, so SVO, like he says, he has a hunch, he has a suspicion, he has some intel that Eggman might not be behind all of this. So apparently, oh, the Imperial City, like what the hell is that? I think that actually is from Forces, but I haven't played the game yet, and I highly doubt I ever will. I don't know, maybe I will. I don't know, maybe for a live stream. I'll be honest, I'm open for some suggestions for streams. I don't know. So, apparently they didn't find anything. So nothing turned up. So of course, SVO's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna show you where Eggman is living. Here's his location. Go ahead and dox him. So here we go with another generic location. Chat, auto-generate a title for this place. I don't know, this looks like Switzerland. Anyway, Sonic, he's at Switzerland. He's like, oh, I got someone I want you to meet. And, it's a fan meetup. They're meeting, it's a fan meetup with, not Dr. Eggman. So, of course Sonic's like, oh, wait, Eggman, didn't you commit, I don't know, 9/11, like 2 days ago? He's like, oh, that wasn't me. Because, he has amnesia, ladies and gentlemen. So, you already know it's going to be a good issue when they pull the amnesia card. So, Sonic is, he's trying to question him. He's trying to question him. He's like, Eggman, or not Eggman, where were you on the night of December 7th, 2017 at approximately 5:45 p.m.? And of course, like any normal person, he's like, what the hell are you talking about? Tinker Village? Alright, we'll go with that. Tinker Village. So, of course, the Chaotix are out here thinking, we interrogated him, but it seems that he has no idea what's going on. Bro is clueless. But, of course, Sonic, he's out here. He's thinking smart. He's like, well, Eggman did commit multiple accounts of illegal activities that should, put him in jail. And as you can see, he's reminiscing about all these events that happened. But, the Chaotix like, okay, but what do we do? I mean, he's done bad stuff, but, Vector out here, he's wondering, can you really punish a guy who doesn't remember doing any of all these bad things? Now, I don't know where you guys land on the moral compass of if Eggman should honestly get punished for stuff he doesn't remember he even did. I think he should. I mean, regardless if he did know about them or not, like, those events did happen. They did happen regardless of if he lost his memory or didn't. And like I said, he has the potential of doing some very dangerous things. Sonic remind you that he can be extremely dangerous. Yeah, no, mods. Exactly, mods. Crush a skull. Actually, bad snap. There we go. Crush a skull. So obviously we got this old man, this old hell goat, right? He explains, Shadow took arms after his memory loss. Yeah, it's like, they're pretty dangerous. Like Shadow really got, like, splintered into essentially working for the bad guys. Well, depending on which route you took in Shadow the Hedgehog. So, they should put him in, they should lock him up. They should lock the homie up. So, obviously, they're out here like, oh, well, I'm an old man. I'm very old, and, we found this man. He was passed out. He was doing, he traced several amounts of cocaine in his blood, but, he decided to help us out to pay for all his, debt, because he owes me, in drug money. And so, they treat like a family friend, because, they found the old guy's vape. So, I can't really blame him there. And so there he is, he just became like the town hero. He became the town plug. So, if you need like some good weed, just hit him up. Like, oh, but he provides me all my ganja. I can't really get rid of him, but he doesn't remember anything. He's stoned out. Sonic's like, oh, I don't know. Eggman didn't provide me any good weed. The last time I talked to him, Sonic's kind of questioning him for a little bit. But look at him. Like, how could you say no to a face like this, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, is he really in the wrong? Is he really in the wrong for this one? Because honestly, I think they should free the homie. They should free the homie after seeing his face like this. Look how happy he is. Serving weed to everyone in the village. But apparently Sonic, for some reason can't grasp the concept of we should lock him up because he's a possible threat to their living, right? So they're like, oh well, but they got interrupted. It's time to fight Badniks. Exactly. Mods crush his skull. Like, oh, Eggman. He thought he got him, but no. He's gonna go ahead and serve these kids 2 ounces of marijuana to calm themselves down while Sonic goes ahead and he saves it. He's like, oh, I guess he's good. It's time for me to save the day. It's time for him to say that, so the main character, it's time to shine. It's time for him to save the day. So, what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. What I love to see. Action, 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 action. So, they fight. But, wait a minute. No, wait, hold up. Because if Eggman, did at the village, how can he be here commanding these, Badniks? So, clearly that isn't Eggman. So, who is this new villain? Who is this individual in question? And what is his plan? What does he plan to do with our good friend Sonic the Hedgehog here? I don't know. Anyway, charmy, annoying as hell. Sonic, he saves the critters. I gotta say, it's still kind of weird how, like, some of these animals are just, like, full-blown, like, anthropomorphic characters. They just have, like, I don't know. There's gotta be some sort of, like, system for this, right? In like Sonic's world, because I don't know. I know back in like Archie, there was like 2 different, like, I don't know, the same thing as like Archie 2 as well. It's like, why do like some like animals just like, I mean, I guess, right, I don't really need one. I don't know. I gotta say, it is what it is, I guess. So Sonic trusts Eggman as his new dealer. The day is saved. Like, wow, I'm sorry, Mr. Tinkerer. I got mixed up with the wrong guy. I thought you were a federal agent, but I'll just start over. Do you serve some? Can you give me some kush? Like, oh, sure thing, bro. I got you. And the day is saved. They all laugh. They're gonna go ahead and smoke a joint, the whole squad. But then Eggman drops a hard drops a hard R. It's like, wait a minute. I don't think you say that. That's got Sonic thinking. Wait, why'd he say that? He doesn't have the pass. How could he say that? But then, boom. Unfortunately, a person of color did hear him say the N-word, and it was none other than Shadow. So, it's time for them to fight. The next time, bro, Sonic versus Shadow. I'm hyped. I'm ready. So, relax, Sonic. Oh, we gotta give the shout out to AJ Honeycutt. I hope he grows up and becomes the next Picasso or the next Da Vinci. We all gotta start somewhere. So, shout outs to AJ Honeycutt. I hope he does. I wonder what he's doing since the past 5 years of this comic being released. I wonder, like, where is he at now? Maybe he's like inventing rockets or something. I don't know. Oh, hold on. We got a little comic here, a little bit of a laugh here. Sonic for the Shadow. Next time on Sonic IDWZ. So true. This got me laughing. I may not be laughing on the outside, but I'm laughing on the inside. Anyway, it's time for the big battle between Sonic and Shadow. Because the comic loves to do some fighting. So we're trying to see Let's just get into it. Let's get into it. So the next issue, so Sonic wants to protect the local plug because he provides him with some good weed. He's loyal to the plug, but of course Shadow's like, oh, well, we gotta kill him. We gotta do that. So, I don't know, Ryu's like, oh, well, Eggman Lane is bad. We gotta go ahead and stop him. Sonic thinks Eggman is in the clear, but obviously Shadow's like, mods, crush the skull, thank you. Eggman's out here like, oh, that's right. Apparently this Eggman guy, he looks a bit like me, but I serve weed. He turns robots, he turns animals into robots. We're not the same person. Of course, Sonic's like, oh, well, he's lost it, bro. The local plug? I think he's the local plug, bro. He's not an informant, bro. He's not part of the feds. But of course, Shadow makes a good point here. Losing one's memory doesn't make them any less dangerous, As I stated previously, just because Eggman... Just because, he's lost his memory doesn't mean that he still doesn't pose as a possible threat to Sonic and friends. But, yeah, even here, Sonic's like, oh, it's a fair point. But of course, Shadow doesn't want to listen. He wants to get to the point and just, crush the skull. So they fight, it's getting pretty heated, getting pretty angry, things are going indeed crazy. And I don't know what the hell these guys are doing. Shadow looked like he stepped on something. Yeah, he did. He stepped on 47 different Lego pieces at the same time. Exactly. So the characters are like, oh, we're on the team. We're good guys. We can help too. And they can't. Like, what are they gonna do? What are they on? What was all this? This is kind of funny. I'll give Flynn this one, bro. That was a little funny, a little bit. He's like, oh, we're part of the team too. No, you're not. And then Ruse the Latina pulls up, and apparently Vector out here is blaming Ruse for existing, but apparently Shadow was gonna do something. I guess he's like, oh. Shadow is going to do something tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Apparently she was the informant who told them that Shadow was going to pull up at Eggman's home address, which she does dox me here, which I gotta say, Flynn, that was a bit too much. Why did you have to make her dox where Eggman lived? That was kind of mean. Anyway, so Sonic and Shadow, they're playing tag in the woods. And, Sonic proves just be... He's faster. He's just better at everything. But then, all jokes aside, as we can see here, exactly, Team Dark, that's what they do. They just dox people. They stay inside. They go in they live in a little corner of a house and just dox people and start selling their addresses on the internet. But on a serious note, though, as you can see here, Sonic is here trying to reason with Shadow that Eggman is indeed a good person. And brings up really stupid examples, like when he's helped save the world. Oh yeah, only because he was literally starting it and it was a last-ditch effort to save everybody. Because yeah, that makes sense, right? That's a really good point to bring up. Shadow leaves. So then, he brings the black arms and all that. And then it's time for you to pull up the scene that I mentioned in my original IDW Sonic video. Have you forgotten that he's made you suffer? That he's tried to destroy you multiple times? How can you even suggest leniency for him after all that? Makes a good point, And then Sonic decides to pull this stupid card out of nowhere. Like, you tried to destroy me in the past too, remember? And, Shadow's like, oh, it did happen. That did indeed happen. He's like, oh, you even tried to obliterate an entire planet. So what? You want me to take you out with Eggman? After all, if he can't be forgiven, can you? And on the surface, you could argue that Sonic was kind of right in this one. But here's the problem with this whole argument that I guess for some reason I don't think people actually really disagreed with me on, but I'm still gonna state it. The problem here with using these examples of Shadow destroying a planet and him destroying Sonic in the past, and my music is already fading. So give me a second. I need to go ahead and pull up like the third playlist I have on this little stream. Give me a second. I need me some background music for you. I need the music to talk. It elevates whatever I say. I need the background music with me when I talk. So here's the issue there. It's funny that Sonic says we saved the day from the Black Arms when Shadow was the only one who could. Yeah, he tries to act like he was part of the team. I didn't get that. But yeah, the problem, like I said, that I mentioned with the whole issue with, and it's just kind of what foreshadows the problem with Sonic, and I think the comics tone in general with this whole morality debate. So the problem with this example is, like I said, Shadow was manipulated in both of these cases, of him trying to destroy Sonic and him also obliterating a planet. So trying to compare both instances where Shadow was literally manipulated by either Gerald's words or by just being stupid and listening to Black Doom, and compare that to Eggman's amnesia, who Sonic has mentioned in the previous issue, he could still pose a threat and has proven to be a danger. It's so unjustified. It's really weird. And it's weird how snarky he is with all this. Like, you were trying to emotionally manipulate your friend into going on your side by threatening that you're gonna, beat the crap out of him, because 2 instances of him fighting against you, which, by the way, were both in which he was manipulated, justifies saving Eggman. So yeah, let's make the dangerous man walk free, and to prove my point that we should let him free, I'll threaten to kill you because there were 2 instances where you tried to kill me, even though those 2 instances in question, you were manipulated. You can't compare a manipulated person to Eggman's amnesia, which Sonic states he's still a danger. Overall, it's really dumb, and unfortunately, the comic is gonna keep doing stuff like this again, where Sonic is portrayed in the right for being morally wrong. Like I said, it's a short scene. It's only, 3 pages, right? You wouldn't think it'd be that big of a deal, but this is just the tip of the iceberg of how bad Sonic's morality really is with these comics. Anyway, so Sonic goes ahead and apparently, I don't know, it's really dumb. Like, Shadow just, agrees with, what do we do? Then Shadow realizes, oh, shoot, you led me away from Eggman. I gotta get out of here. So, what does this mean? Nerds? Is that a slur? It probably isn't. YouTube, please don't demonetize me or, I don't know, copyright strike me or whatever the hell. The funny blue guy in the comic book said it. Well, why does he say nerds? Like, what? You know what? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna honestly look it up because I've never heard that word before whatsoever. Nerds. Nerds or Racing Demon is a fast-paced multiplayer card game involving multiple decks of playing cards. I'm just getting that whole nerds definition. Hold on. U.S. slang. Oh, expecting annoyance or exasperation. I've never heard anyone say that before. Sonic is not the type of guy to say something like that. I've never heard him say that. That is really weird. Anyway, the Calyx, they're gonna act like a human blockade. Yeah, no one says nerds. Like, I'm confused. I've never heard anyone ever say that. Like, that's so random. Like, what did bro mean by that? I mean, well, now we know. But still, no one has ever said that before. Like, what? Anyway, Shadow pulls up. He wants to join in. I guess we're big word means mature, bruh. I guess so. Sonic's like, well, it's not Sonic. Shadow's like, oh, you didn't invite me to the blunt rotation? Oh, he's mad as hell. Like, grr. Eggman, show me your stack of weed right now. And, because, Eggman, well, not Eggman, Mr. Tinker, his plan was to build the biggest, roll the biggest blunt in history. and Shadow is mad because he wants to get a hit off of that. So like, Eggman, show me your weed right now. It's like, okay, dang, bro, I wasn't done with it yet, but you know, I have been cooking up something. I've been cooking up something in the closet. And he opens the door and shows off the world's biggest blunt. Oh, the crack stash. It's like it's in the bag. So, you know, everyone is excited. Like, dang, I want to. You know, Rudy's like, I want to get a hit off that joint. You know, they're all happy. You know, he's like, bro, think of the children. Think of the children. I need to build the biggest blunt to let everyone get a nice big huff and puff off of that. But you know, Sonic's like, oh, haha, told you, bro, told you. And, you know, they leave. We're like, haha, you guys are broke. I don't mess with broke people, bro. You guys are broke. That's it, right? And then, you know, Sonic, you know, Eggman's like, how do you come up with the Eggman Land blunt? Where'd you get that name from? You know, he's like, oh, well, you know, I was just thinking about it in my room one day. And he's like, huh, that's really cool. But then he realizes, oh, shoot, I think I might have messed up on this one. I might have messed up. But, you know, he doesn't because, you know, he puts on a fake smile. You know, we're friends, bro. Let me get a nice big hit off that blunt, please. Because I love smoking weed. Wahoo! And then, you know, oh, wait a minute, huh? It's Eggman. What does this mean? What is bro cooking? Only one way to find out in the next issue. So overall, what do I think of the fate of Dr. Eggman? You know, the battle of the big blunt rotation. Overall, I gotta say, it's decent enough. Like, it's like a 6 out of 10. It's something like the better story out of all this. But I gotta say, like, this whole scene with Sonic and Shadow and this morality debate, like, it is really stupid. I'm not saying that you can't tackle serious topics in a comic book, because that's something I praise Fleetway and Archie for, you know, being serious and actually taking themselves seriously. But the way how IDW does it is essentially this. Oh, character A points out a very abhorrent flaw in Sonic's morality and judgment. Sonic retaliates by either saying something really stupid or, yeah, it's just really just saying something really stupid in response. And then, essentially, it comes to the conclusion that Sonic is always in the right for this one. And it's dumb. Even when Sonic suffers from his mistakes, it isn't truly genuine. It kind of just feels like it's an inconvenience for a guy like him. And it's really stupid. And as I'll tell you, like, this will go on for countless issues. Like I said, this is just the beginning. Like, VR chat, I don't know why you bro mentioned that, but alright. But, yeah, overall, it's like a 6 out of 10. It's fine. It's decent. It's dumb, though, why they introduced that into this comic. The way they do it, too, as well. It feels so disingenuous for Sonic to essentially just say, I will murder you for not siding with me. Like, bro, Sonic, you should have sided with the ops, bro. Anyway, issue 7. Sonic is rushing in. He's gonna do something. He's gonna do something. That's all we know. So, of course, the GOAT, Adam Bryce Thomas. The Sonic Baber. It's so true. So, you know, it's like, oh, shoot, there's a giant flying ship or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go destroy it. And like, okay, Sonic, go destroy it. And then, you know, he jumps in. He's like, okay, we're gonna go in. You know, we've got this little cool action scene. I gotta say, the art really does elevate this scene. I know I keep dogging on the action scenes, but they are simultaneously the best and worst thing with this comic. They look really good, but sometimes I feel like they kind of just spam the insert action scene here button a bit too much. So Sonic, he gets freaked out like, oh shoot, it's the plug. He's like, I can't believe this, Sonic. You cheated on me with the other guy. I sell the best weed in Mobius, or I guess this isn't called Mobius. I don't know what they call Sonic's World now in the IDW comics. And so, you know, Sonic then realizes, wait a minute, this isn't Dr. Eggman. Who is this? Who is this guy? And then we get introduced to, the man behind the screen, Neo Metal Sonic. So what is his plan? Oh, wait, but first, though, before we start with the plan, Sonic has to go a bit of like an exposition dump. So, oh, yeah, I did this to you that one time. He's like, oh, well, yeah, you did, but I survived, and I'm here to come back for revenge. So, essentially, Metal Sonic's whole point of view during Forces was he got repaired, he got his rebelliousness code removed, but he got upgraded. But then, by the time he was ready to hop in and put me in, coach, put me in, it was too late, Eggman already took over the world or something. I don't know. But apparently, his plan is to essentially rule as him, to go ahead and try to find him. But of course, Sonic's like, oh, yeah, that's a really smart idea, I really agree with that, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to kill you for that. Yeah, they fight. This looks really cool. And, I gotta say, it's really nice looking artwork. Metal Sonic uses his power against him. Sonic gets neutered. I gotta, it just looks really nice. Like, this all looks really kinetic. It really captures, Adam Bryce Thomas's artwork really captures Sonic's speed, and especially his early work like this. It just looks really fluid, looks really beautiful. But then Sonic, he hops out, he's ready to go. All the battle stations try to kill him, but, he's just too fast. Like, he's just, I mean, look at him, he's a tank. He got shot, but he's still going. He's still moving. And like I said, I think this where things kind of drag a little bit, but Metal Sonic pulls up to smack Sonic. And he's like, give me Eggman's location. I know you have him doxed online. I saw he posted it just on Twitter, but I forgot to save it. Where is he? But of course, Sonic just has to hit him with the Playboy Cardi quote of the day. And like I said, I gotta say, I don't really like this. This seems really annoying. Anytime Sonic brings up some sort of random quote of the day by just... If you're a fan of this... Honestly, I love to get like a couple people inside this voice chat, maybe sometime soon if I ever do more of these, and just like poorly go over all of these. I might do that. Honestly, I might low-key do that if I do a next one. But anyway, I was like, oh, well, I don't fear the fall because I don't have fall damage, and he just jumps off. Bye, Sonic. He's like, oh, well, you fell, but he's such a narcissist. I love him. I'm the one true Sonic. There is only one true, no false gods, just me. But I'm like, oh, haha, we're gonna go fly into the Twin Towers. Bye, Metal Sonic. But then he realizes, oh, I can't shoot him down. I lost my gun permit. And he's like, oh, well, time to go. So meanwhile, Sonic gives everyone the info, like, yep, so he tried to kill me, but it's all good, because I don't take fall damage, and he didn't get the data downloaded, because that was actually a plot point in this issue, but because of how inconsequential it was, I didn't really mention it, and honestly, I'd say that my interpretation of this entire situation was way better than, whatever Ian was cooking with this one. Why isn't the gun? Honestly, why doesn't he not have a gun? I'm surprised. Wait, doesn't he have like wait? Doesn't he have like the I felt like his chest was like a blaster of some sorts. I was surprised. Why didn't he just try to just shoot him down like that? Is Metal Sonic that stupid, ladies and gentlemen? Because I think he might be. I think he's that dumb. I think he's indeed that stupid. Anyway, so despite all of that. Also, I gotta say, it's really random that they decided to just, put the names of the characters here with, like, their little, like, status here. Because they did with Sonic and Tails in the beginning. I kind of did ignore that, but I didn't know they did it again later down the. I don't get this. They just did this for like the 7th issue. They decided to just do this, add like random blurbs of like, oh, here's Sonic, here's Tails. They do it for Metal Sonic. They do it for Metal Sonic. They do it for Metal Sonic, Neo Metal Sonic, the Steel Nemesis. I gotta admit that was kind of random. It's a weird nitpick, yeah, but I just want to point that out. That was just kind of random that they just did that all of a sudden for like no reason whatsoever. But indeed, they all smoke a joint. Metal Sonic makes his way to Angel Island. So yeah. It's time for the 8th issue of this. 2 more issues, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost there. So it's time for issue 8. Sonic and Silver pull up to the function. We're gonna see what happens here. So last time on Dragon Ball Z, you know, Sonic got he got kicked in the balls, so he can't run fast anymore. So with that all said and done, what will he do next? Well, we're about to find out. Why did he just mention a random badnik? Why, like, what? Like I said, I haven't read through all this, so this is like, I'm pretty sure I have not read this issue at all. So this is my live reaction, my first honest live reaction. And I gotta say, why they give like a little spot to the badnik here? Like this looks like a killing machine. This is like a random badnik from Sonic Adventure. Like, what the hell is up with that? Okay, so we got Sonic sneaking in. They do it again. They do it again. Like, what's up with this? You already have like the little thing right here where they tell you, they repeat themselves. Fastest thing alive. They have the little roll call section here. So why do it again over here? That seems kind of redundant. I don't know. I gotta say, way too slow. Come on, step it up. Mods. Ban them ASAP. I don't vibe with these like jokes and references. They're not really fun. Anyway, Sonic is, you know, we got a nice little action scene here. I like it when it's nice and introductory, like kind of just, you know, slides me into what I expect to see with all this. But yeah, I don't get why did they give a section to a random robot? And I gotta say, I'm sorry, but I have to go on a slight nitpick again. I gotta say, I do not like how Stanley draws Sonic's quills. Like, at some angles, like here in the beginning, like, this looks fine. Like, this looks good. This looks really good, right? But then, like, she draws him, like, oh, something like this is profile view, and some, like, the side angles she draws with Sonic. Like, this does not look right. Like, it looks so scrunched up like it's, like, a burger or something. Like, honestly, what are these? Like it looks really gross. I don't know. Oh, so this is where they gave the little shout out to, because there's one big robot of this anime. And we see this, you know, masked crusader saving the day, but oh wait, no. Wait, so like wait, why they give a shout out to like this one enemy, but they use like the photo of like this one right here at like the beginning? Like, why they waste a shout out on this random robot? I'm confused. Like, I'm not even mad. Like, I'm just genuinely confused. Why do they give a shout out on the roll call? Like, this is where you were introducing your characters of the story. Why did they put Silver here? Because, like, he's on the cover, so if we're, like, concerned about being spoiled, like, he's right here. So why did they give the spot to him? Bro literally showed it for, like, what, 2 panels? 2 panels, that's it. Okay, well, 3 panels. Like, 3 pages. Like, the Spinna. The Spinna is the main character. Like, I'm confused. Why they give him a spot, but not Silver? Anyway, Silver's here. Wow, what is he doing here? And then, you know, Sonic almost gets JFK'd, but thankfully, his attacker missed. But then Silver here, you know, Silver is a Christian, and he believes that his guardian angel is here to protect him. Which, you know, I vibe with that. I mess with that. Unfortunately, however, he hit me with the Steven Universe expression, so I gotta go ahead and zoom out because I did not want to see that. I think that's what people kind of get with the goofy expressions. Like, I feel like I see a lot of people like trying to argue, oh, edgy Silver ain't cool, goofy Silver better, or vice versa. Honestly, just mesh the two, because I think having too much of either or doesn't rock with me. Yeah, Silver becomes, yeah, bro meat riding on, oh, but like apparently it wasn't like an angel. No, it's like a person. So bro's meat riding someone who's probably in his imagination. So in conclusion, diagnosed schizophrenia. So yeah, he's here to come back for an autograph. But of course, Eggman ruined the future again. So this makes poor old Sonic like, oh man, the future's messed up. We gotta go save it again. So they hear that this is the guardian angel in question. And like, oh man, I didn't get an autograph off her. But you know, Sonic's like, oh, no you can't. She doesn't like you. But, you know, apparently the guardian angel does not know how to pick a lock. So then bro gets jump scared. And just, you play Fortnite VR. Yeah, exactly. Okay, but she playing with no builds or not? But you know, she gets jump scared and flies away. And then you're like, oh, I read all your stories, bro. I'm a big fan, bro. You know, Silver, you gotta stop me writing, bro. She doesn't know like that, bro. And then the Wisps, they go ahead and ambush Sonic. And then this is the character, Whisper. Whisper is the new character of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So Whisper's her name, and sneaking around is her game. So they break in, fight a giant robot. You know what I mean, guys? Action, action, action! Wahoo! At least I'll give them this, that there is a bit more of a setup here. Like, we get some time to introduce this new character. Granted, though, all I'm getting off of her is that she's quiet and has wisps and is bad at playing Fortnite VR. So that's all I'm getting off of her. You know, they go ahead and fight this robot. Yeah. She needs to touch grass. Yeah, you're right. They fight the robot. Whisper gets crushed by some rubble. But thankfully, Silver comes in, goated as usual, saves the day. Sonic, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but how he slaps a pig out of the sky. Yeah. But, you know, Silver needs to stop meat writing. All these characters just meat writing the new characters, or the new characters meat writing the old characters. So, Eggman pulls up with a virus. They gotta turn off the computer. So Silver, you know, tries to hack into his Twitter account, try to see if he can get some info off him. But, Knuckles realizes that something bad is happening. You know, he got hit with the future vision. He's like, oh no, the Master Emerald. They need to get everyone, bro. It's time to go. What is this face dog? I was gonna ignore it, but like, why does she look like this? Like, what's going on? Like, why'd you look like this? Why'd you look at this silly looking face? I'm not even like being mean. Like, I gotta say, this face looks so silly. It's so silly. And like, you know, like, I get it. It's so he's shocked. I'm surprised. Like, I just find this funny. I'm not hating on the comic here. I'm just saying it's really yeah, bro. Watched one YouTube short. Jit watched one YouTube short. And this is the result. Like, what did she watch? Roblox car crash compilation number 13. Like, and then Metal Sonic outright builds a throne. I gotta say, this is some like next level hating, and it's the controller. He's controlling the island too as well. So this will set up the next story arc, the battle for Angel Island. Spoilers alert: the good guys win. You know, time a bit, but like a little of the fan art section here. You know, Alex. That's a nice one. Give like a 6.7 out of 10. That's nice. That's nice. We got cutouts. The South Park recreation of Sonic and Co. I gotta say, Amy looks coked out of her mind. Which I gotta give this one like like an 8. An 8. I actually like this one. Like, it is so out of nowhere. Like, it's actually kind of goated. Cosplaying. You know what? I'll give like a 7. I gotta say though, out of all these, bro, Ashton, this is like the best thing I've seen all day. Like, this is actually a lot more entertaining than whatever I just read. Like, is this supposed to be Knuckles? I think this is supposed to be Knuckles. I think that's Knuckles. I like this. I really like that. Look, bro, stop me writing, bro. Whisper the Wolf, let's go. Bro, stop me writing. She doesn't know you like that, bro. Stop me writing. All right, the next part. Black Knuckles on coke. Okay, I gotta say, this cover. Oh, I didn't talk about my thoughts and opinion on the previous issue, because that was like a singular part, like a single issue. Wait, I gotta go back. Gotta go back. So, what were my thoughts on the introduction of Whisper the Wolf? I gotta say, not that much. Honestly, the art, it's nice. It's really cool. I gotta say, like, Whisper, like, I don't know, she's kind of like a nothing character. Like, literally, the only thing I get from here is, like, Silver really likes Whisper. Like, I don't know, I think he likes her a bit too much. He's like, bro, this is the guardian angel, bro. Like, bro, she's so awesome. Like, that's all I get from this. Like, the characters are trying to tell me, hey, like you might as well ship them at this point. Like, my goodness, bro is just like that into like, bro, like, she's the guardian angel. She's so cool, bro. Oh my god. Like, dog, calm down, Silver. And then when we get introduced to her, she runs away. She's not even that like cool, honestly. We watch her fail to like complete the Subway Surfers puzzle. Like, she needed to watch a YouTube tutorial with like the Subway Surfers in the background, like Family Guy clip, to understand what was going on here. Exactly. Bro, is this the biggest downgrade of the century? Like, why they... Y'all think it was a W or L move on Silver's part? The fire cap for the emo goth girl? Like, was he goated for that one? What was he goated for that one, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. Maybe he was. Maybe, like, he knows something that we don't. El Riz, exactly. Like he's like, oh, hi. He says hello, she runs away. Bro, she did not want him, dog. She did not want him. She left ASAP. She did not want him ASAP. Bro, she left. She hid away. No Riz. No Riz, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, she doesn't really do anything. Like, other than like, bro, it's gonna be the February to her depression. Wild. But yeah, Silver doesn't get to hit any of that though. Like, bro, she doesn't do anything in the story. I gotta say, like, she does nothing at all though. Like, they hype her up as the guardian angel, and when she fights, she literally gets crushed by random rubble. Overall, out of all these new characters, I gotta say Tangle was like Silver is a redhead and Whisper is appalled by his scent. Exactly, that's why bro ran away. He did not shower. Bro did not shower, bro. Put on some cologne before you hop into battle. Overall, I gotta say this one, it's another 6 out of 10. This one's alright. But I gotta say, like I said, Tank was probably the most interesting out of all these new characters, because, like, at least I don't know. Like, she has a personality. This one, I don't know. Whisper, I don't know, chat. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. Like I said, I think Silver knows something that we don't. Oh, look at his face, bro. Look at this face, bro. Like, no Riz, dog. No Riz. Negative. Bro scares everybody away. No Riz, ladies and gentlemen, bro. Do not be like Silver, dog. Do not be like Silver. Anyway, that was my rating. I thought it was fine. They should do more with these characters because they kind of are just setting them up, and then there's nothing to really conclude that setup. Like, we haven't gotten to the climax yet, but who knows? As we continue to read further into the IDW Sonic stuff, we might find something a bit interesting. I gotta say, this cover goes hard. I like this one. Looks like it was done by, they have the little signature right here, Lamar Wells. I think this is Adam Bryce Thomas. So I guess they, maybe, I think we're at the final stretch. At the final stretch, yeah. It looks like there's only. Oh, we might as well just finish this arc low key. We just might as well just finish this arc because there's like 3 more issues left. So, yep. The battle for Angel Island. Here we go. So last time, you know, Metal Sonic said that he's gonna do something. Silver has no Riz whatsoever, and then Metal Sonic decided to build a giant toilet on top of the Master Emerald just as a way to hate on Knuckles for no reason. So yeah, we got the character select, bro. They killed him. Okay, but like, who you got on your team, bro? Who you think is winning the I don't know. Who you got on your team, bro? Who you got on your team? You only pick one from each row. Who you got on your team? Then we like to take the funny moment of pizza and try to recap the yeah, I guess we will. We might well. So Metal Sonic, he's like, oh, you know, I'm Metal Sonic. I'm just so cool, bro. Like, I'm just so goated. I literally conquered Angel Island in 2 days flat. And just the way to hate on Knuckles for no reason whatsoever, I built a giant urinal on top of the Master Emerald. You know, because he's that big of a hater. So, of course, you know, he has indeed created a new Fortnite map. When are they going to add this to Fortnite? So, of course, Amy's like, oh, shoot, guys, we gotta do something. Because, shoot, he took over the way because we were too busy doing literally nothing. And, you know, Sonic calls in the entire lobby, you know? Alright, gang, we're gonna go ahead and save Tilted Towers once and for all. But poor Knuckles, you know, he's mad because he got too tilted at the towers. So, you know, he's falling off right now. You know, his mental state, you know, he's like, oh man, he built a toilet on the Master Emerald. I'm mad. But you know, Amy's like, Knuckles, shut the hell up, bro. Shut the hell up. I got the cheat codes. I downloaded free VBucksGenerator.com on the computer. So, we have the hacks to win. So, he downloaded cards. So, here's the plan, chat. So, we're gonna get the dub by we're gonna land at Greasy Grove, right? And then the next team, we're gonna go ahead and perform 3 default dances on top of the Eggman statue. Because once you do that, the statue lowers down and it opens like a secret entrance for us to beat Metal Sonic. So of course, this is the squad. Cars down with the ram to race with all Tilted Towers, plus free V-Bucks gift hack. So of course, Knuckles really wants to fight Metal Sonic, knowing for a fact that he's gonna lose, because you know, he didn't equip any items in the item shop. He didn't use the code in the item shop. So I don't know. Blaze is like trying to flex that she can turn to Burning Blaze, but no one really cares. And then Tango's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. And then Blaze's like, oh yeah, oh really, bro? Really, bro? But watch this, dog. And so she grabs like, okay, but it's like, someone get like a diamond test from all these. Like, are these real? He used the code. He's like, oh, how do you do that? How do you got a diamond tester on this one, bro? Cause I think these are fake. These are fake. She's like, bro, just watch this. And then, wait, she didn't even use them. She just showed them. I thought she was gonna transform into burning blaze. She didn't even use them. She was just flexing on Tangle for no reason. Like, oh, you got your stuff from Adidas, bro. Well, look at this. I could buy each of these gems. I could buy a Lamborghini off of all these. She just flexed on her. That's it. They spent an entire way just for her to flex on them. Like, what? I haven't read this issue yet. I've not read like a lot of this stuff yet. I'm surprised. I thought she was gonna turn into. They just waste like an entire panel just for her to flex on people. And dog, I am not reading all of this. This is why I'm just, you know, this is the abridged stuff. This is the IDW abridged video. So all I'm getting up here is like she can turn to burning blaze. That's it. And then Tails like, I don't know. I don't know we should do that. And then Sonic's just, why not? That'd be so cool. Like, no, stupid. Like, you guys have a plan. Don't mess it up. Burning Sonic? Exactly. Like, just give Sonic the emeralds. Yeah. Honestly, what is bro thinking? Honestly, Sonic's kind of stupid on this one. So Tails is actually smart here. Like, bro, don't use your ultimate yet. Just, like, wait 5 minutes and let it recharge, bro. You have to wait for it to hit stage 3, and then you can use it when you fight in battle. And honestly, yeah, Blaze was kind of stupid on this one. Like, she really said she was going to just turn a Burning Blaze, and then didn't really think that one out. So, you know, Tails, you're good for this one. Slamey's like, oh, shoot, guys. The lobby is ready to go, bro. Everyone hop on the bus right now. And so they hop on the battle bus. Wait, I was just joking. I didn't know they were gonna actually. Wait, they hopped on the battle bus. I was joking. I didn't know they were gonna actually hop on the battle bus. They hopped on the battle bus. No way, Chad. This is real. Exactly. You can't look up. I didn't know. I didn't know. They actually did. But yeah, they go into Tilted Towers, right? So yeah, I don't know. Tangle be like the type of character to just pretend she has a mental illness. She has like ADHD in her Twitter bio. She's just that type of character. I just know for a fact, cause like I swear, bro's just faking it. Bro just wants attention. Like, I don't know. I think she's fake. I think she's an informant, bro. I think she's a fed. She's a fed, bro. So of course, before they hop in, you know, everyone gets one hit off of their vapes, and I don't know. Shadow's kind of dumb. Like, oh, I'm here for my own reasons, bro. They just can't get on my level, bro. How can I make this about me? And, you know, Rouge's like, bro, stop acting goofy as hell, bro. We gotta drop into the towers. Of course, Amy and Blaze, you're like, bro, I don't trust everyone on here. I think they're all gonna do their own thing. Yeah, Whisper's just that type of character. Like, aren't you gonna be trusted? Like, bro, I thought you guys were like homies for the past couple of years. Like, why are you saying what is this? Like, feels like just like artificial drama. Like, I don't know. We can trust everybody on here. Like, I feel like they're all gonna kill each other. Bro, you guys all teamed up in the lobby. How are you guys gonna fight against each other? You guys all teamed up, bro. There's no team damage is turned off. Like, bro, she's so dumb. You know, I don't know. I don't know what they're saying. Maybe they kissed or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened in this comic. Oh, so then they're all doing a blunt rotation before they hop into battle, you know? But of course, like, why is she so skinny? Wait, yeah, like, I'm looking at Blaze. Like, why is she like, she's so skinny, bruh? Bro did not eat before battle. Blaze is the type of character to not eat without a YouTube video. Bro tried to eat without YouTube for one day, and this is what happens. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to eat while watching YouTube, guys, because you're gonna end up looking like a twig. Anyway, Silver, Tangle, and the Chaotix are all smoking a blunt. They were doing a little bit of a blunt rotation. But of course, you know, apparently Silver was using his telekinetic abilities to roll the joint, and Tangle doesn't like that. But of course, they don't really care. And so she steals one of his ounces of weed. You all, he want to be Shadow so bad. He want to be Shadow so bad. But of course, Vector's like, oh, bro, you want to get a hit of this? Like, we're having some good weed right now. Like, no. I'm listening to My Chemical Romance and Linkin Park right now. Do not interrupt me. I'm just being edgy right now. It's so cool like that. Anyway, Tails is piloting the Fortnite battle bus, and Sonic is out here like, oh, Tails, I think something is going to happen. And you know, something does happen. They get hit. They got struck down because they didn't hop out of the bus in time. So they what? Okay, sure. Blaze just uses her ultimate. Like, you can't use the super taunt when there's no enemies around. That makes no sense. So she uses it anyway. She flies over. Everyone hops out of the battle bus. You know, it's time to go. It's go time. It's show time. Tangle looks way too excited, dog. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, I'm thinking about, like, couldn't Blaze just kill Neo Metal Sonic? I don't know. They said that, like, she shouldn't use the emeralds because Neo Metal Sonic might copy her data. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on this one. I kind of does feel like they're just holding back for, I don't know, dramatic effect or something. I don't know. Anyway, girlfriend, yeah, she's trying to get the fire rank. Like, what is she doing? Wow, they're like, oh, Shadow wasn't paying attention, dog. So, you know, they all go ahead and fight. You know, deep in writing the strong characters for, yeah, like this. Like, I don't understand like why they portray Shadow as such like an idiot. I think that's so much like Shadow was such an idiot in this comic. Like issue 6, 5, and 6. Okay, he had a point with Eggman, but besides that, they always keep portraying him as like this edgy parody of himself. I don't get it. And like here, like they keep pushing this narrative of Shadow being just this, I'm just too cool. I'm just way better than everybody else type mentality, and it's really obnoxious. Like, I don't find this charming. I don't find this genius writing. This comes off as I don't understand how this character functions. I'd much rather do my own interpretation, my own poorly comedic interpretation of this character. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why Shadow is portrayed as this. It's really frustrating. Like everyone else, like, I don't know. I think the only character here that like I'd say just acts like decent enough is like what, like Tails, Blaze. I don't know. Amy's kind of weird because I don't know. Because wasn't Knuckles the leader in the comic? That's what they, no, not in the comic, in Forces. Then they switched to Amy. And I don't know, like it feels like someone else should have been in this role. Exactly, they want me to be Avengers so bad. Like I don't get this. Like I don't know, like it just feel like, yeah, she's not the main character. Like it really feels like this role belonged to someone else, and then Ian shoehorned Amy into this role for some reason. Like I don't know, she doesn't fit this. Like based off of her character and personality, I don't know, she doesn't really fit in this role. She doesn't really fit into the leader role. Anyway, so they fight, right? So they go ahead and go to Metal Sonic's chamber, right? He was using the bathroom, so it's kind of mean that he opened the bathroom, like he was just trying to use the bathroom real quick. But of course, you know, yo, Metal Sonic, stop using the Master World as a toilet. And he's like, oh, shut the hell up, Knuckles, die. Exactly, he's trying to use the bathroom, but like they won't listen to him. So then he decides to turn. He decides to piss himself. So with piss-colored Metal Sonic on the rise, what will Sonic and Knuckles do? Well, then tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z. So time to take a little bit of a break. let's go ahead and check out the art of the day. Kaya's Hamel. You know, he drew the average IDW Sonic panel. I'll think him like a 6 out of 10 for this one. This Tails, you know, that is indeed Tails the Fox. So, you know, I want to put him the same, because, you know, IDW did the same thing where they had the character name and, you know, some random info about him, like, oh, Tails the Fox, he snorts 8 pounds of cocaine every night. So, you know, trying to be IDW so bad, I'd give these both like a 6 out of 10. All right, next one. Okay, this one, okay, it's a digital. Happy birthday, Sonic. Okay, it's his birthday. You know, I gotta give him some points that he recognized that this character indeed has a birthday. And he, you know, he's pushing Amy away because, you know, he had his eyes on the prize, and that's the cake right here. So, you know, I gotta give that one like a 7 out of 10. Joseph Arena. I don't know how the hell your last name is Arena, but, you know, I don't know. I think I like this a little bit better. This one's like, you know, a bit more goated. So, I mean, because you have a really dumb last name, I'm with him with like I feel like a 6.7 out of 10. Anyway, time for, you know, reach the double digits. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. 10 issues up in here. Let's go. We did the 10th issue, and, you know, things are about to get pretty serious. So, Sonic and friends are about to fight the big bad known as Metal Sonic. So how will they do this? Well, only one way to find out in Dragon Ball Z. So previously, last time, they landed on Tilted Towers. For people who are just getting back into the stream, you know, they're going to go take a little bit of piss break and came back. So here's what happened. So Metal Sonic has officially turned Angel Island into a Fortnite Battle Royale map. Amy thinks she's on the team and believes that if they land at Greasy Grove, they'll have a better chance of actually making it to Metal Sonic in time. And they actually do. But he was busy using the bathroom, and he pissed himself in fear. So now, because they ruined his, you know, his time on the toilet, he's going to get rid of Sonic and Knuckles. So how will this fare out for the homies? Hey, that smile and Tango, like, bro is way too excited. Like, I get the coach put me in type of a reaction, but bro, this is too much, dog. Like, bro, gotta chill out. So this is the character select screen. Who's this? They forgot to put random here. They forgot to put random on the character select screen, bro. Who's this? They forgot to put. They had a missing spot right here. But where's the missing spot, dog? Anyway, so Metal Sonic, you know, he pissed himself. He's like, oh, that's it. I'm getting rid of you guys right and so far. But of course, Sonic and Knuckles think they can beat him. But little do they know, like, he's just goated. He's just that good. He downloaded the Fortnite cheats before they did. So he already knows all the strats. So he starts beating the crap out of them. He's like, oh, shoot. Crap. You know, he blasts them. And they start flying. And, you know, and I was like, oh, man, I'm never going to get my emerald bag. Like, you know, trying to be low tier god of the song. Like, oh, your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. Your life literally is as valuable as a summer ant. I'm going to stomp you and you keep coming back. And, you know, Sonic's like, oh, you know, no. But meanwhile, outside, you know, it looks like the team is actually, you know, taking down the lobby. They're just that good. He trained for 4 months, exactly. He already knew. He was in, you know, he was a day one player. He already knew what was going on. So anyway, they keep fighting. Blaze is out here just flying around because she's running out of time. The combo meter is slowly draining, so she needs to hit something ASAP. And so she decides to actually use her super taunt for once and actually gets a really nice combo score off of that one. And that was it. That was all. He wasted all her ultimate right there. So hopefully she did get the P rank on this one. So shout out to her. Meanwhile, Eggman is singing Playboy Cardi's new hit single. My name is Richard and I'm sitting in the corner. Sitting on the corner, play my recorder. Right? And soon he gets captured. That's it. That's it. We didn't even need this part. You could have like saved this for the next issue. I don't know. Meanwhile, Tails steals a vehicle. He said, no, left. So true. So true. The grind didn't stop. So meanwhile, they activate the new vehicle. They hop into the car in Fortnite. And yeah, they just started blasting everything. You know, this reaction, this was kind of funny. You know, I looked at it for like a half a second. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. So they hop on the brand new Fortnite truck, right? They hop in. Meanwhile, the pencils change from Yardley to Stanley. I didn't even notice that until like 2 seconds of looking at it. I gotta say, I got the art for both these artists, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Like I said, I don't know. Stanley Sonic, like I said, there's like some angles where I gotta say, it's like, we don't need like this little like extra flap of like, I don't know, quill like right under his muzzle. Like it looks really weird. I don't know, like Stanley draws Sonic fine, but I gotta say, like this comic has been giving me really unflattering images of like his side profile. Like it doesn't really look that great. And the Steven Universe looking face, I can't mess with it. I don't really mess with it at all. So meanwhile, Metal Sonic, you know, he's taunting him. Mods, you know, time him out for 300 seconds. And, you know, and Shadow pulls up because they forgot that they were doing a 3v2. Well, 3v1, and they forgot to call in the assist. So Shadow pulled in. You know, they're like, oh, Shadow, you can't hop in. We didn't call you in yet. What are you doing? And, you know, Metal Sonic gets cleaned. He gets cleansed. And then Shadow starts winning, you know? He starts fighting. And then this type of writing, like, I'm sorry. I know I've been joking around, giving you the abridged version of this entire comic. But when I see some BS like this, I gotta halt. I gotta hold the brakes. Like, this is what I mean by, like, I don't understand why Flynn writes Shadow like such an idiot. Like, Sonic gives a fair, like a fair warning. Yo, Shadow, this guy can copy your bio data. Like, but then he's so dumb. He's like, oh, well, it wouldn't be enough for him to transform. But he would get powers. You know, if he went outside with all those powers, like, what would happen? But obviously, Shadow thinks he's superior. He thinks he's better than everybody else. He's like, oh, okay, and it's really dumb. Like, this entire, like, little, like, he transforms. All this is because Shadow is just being so stupid. And this is something I kind of hate a lot about the writing. I don't know, like, well, Sonic stops him. Sonic stops, and that's when he stops. But honestly, the problem that I have with this writing is that, and this is something I kind of noted, like, even with my Sonic X video that Flynn kind of does, he'll make characters act really dumb for the sake of plot progression. And, you know, Shadow's already poorly written already. We've already seen this character act like a really dumb, edgy edgelord for the sake of it, right? And to just add to the cream of the crop, like, he does this to, you know, essentially escalate the situation. To such a comical degree. And it's dumb. Like, you know, maybe if it was like a different character, maybe I wouldn't give too much flack for this. But the fact that it's Shadow, who's already poorly written, and on top of that, you decide to make him act really stupid just for the plot to keep going, I can't vibe with that. So yeah, because of Shadow acting really dumb, Metal Sonic transforms into, hold on, there we go. The Master Overlord, here we go. So, what will happen next? He forgot about Pizza Face, so, you know, he gotta pay for his crimes. He gotta pay for this. So, the next time, why is the Master Mode right here, dog? I'm sorry, I have to bring attention. Like, whoever designed this, dog, why did you put the Master Mode down there? Like, you could have put it anywhere on this road, but you put it, like, near the pelvic region. Dog, I'm not even entertained somewhere. Like, come on, man. Really? Really, bro? Like, this metal is, this looks awful. This looks like way too much is going on with this design. This looks stupid. I don't mess with this. This is dumb. Anyway, you know, time to go ahead and, That's so inappropriate. Yeah, the chat. Can we censor that, please? So then we got some new artwork here of everyone's favorite goth. Maybe Silver's girlfriend. I don't know, chat. Well, actually, she can't because Silver scared her away. Never mind, he scared her away. Anyway, I guess I don't know. I guess everybody wanted to just draw her for this one issue. I mean, they all look nice. I don't have any jokes to say for this one. Like these are pretty good. Yeah, like these are pretty good. Like I don't know, this could probably be like a cover or something, for all I know. Anyway, issue 11. We're one issue away from this whole Battle of Angel Island saga, and we get hit with all of this. Now, I haven't been talking too much about cover art, so I might as well bring my 2 cents here. I'm gonna laugh and consider my listener is lesbian. This will be big if true. Anyway, I gotta say, this cover, it's a lot going on. Like, and this is done by John Gray, and his art, like, I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like it. And I gotta say, like, it just feels like there's a bunch going on. Like, there are 3 Metal Sonics on here. Like, we don't need all of this. And then you got Eggman and Sonic. Eggman's faded into the background, Sonic isn't. And then you got like this little like small like sidebar right here of all the characters standing. Like, I don't know, like 1 or 2 of these things could have just been left in the drafts, because this is just way too much. Like, my eyes are just dancing all over the page, like, what is going on right now? Anyway, outside of the critique right there, it's time for us to go ahead and dive into the penultimate part of the IDW Metal Sonic storyline here. So last time, for people who were busy washing their hands and had the stream on pause, Blaze finally got the P rank. Shadow was acting really dumb for the sake of plot convenience. Because of that, Metal Sonic turned into a 5 Nights at Freddy's jump scare, but they weren't scared because the jump scares, apparently Amy had linked a timestamp where all the jump scares were, so they weren't really phased by it. So they all ran away, and then Metal Sonic, you know, he was caught in the, you know, he did something. He did something really bad. I think he did something really bad, bro. But I don't know. He's gonna do something. That's all I know. So anyway, on the character select screen, it looks like they didn't update the roster. There's still like there's a missing space right here. Like, is this like a free space on a bingo card? I don't know. I really don't know about this one. Anyway, so meanwhile on Tilted Towers, the island is falling. So they all hop on the Fortnite bus, and Metal Sonic is trying to attack everybody here. Wait, I don't see Sonic when he pissed. Honestly, I might be too. Meanwhile, Metal Sonic is trying to jump scare them, but like I said, they're not phased by it. There are no timestamps. Chat, the jump scares are at 31:40. So, yeah, he's not super, but he's a giant robot. So what are you gonna do? So of course they figure out, oh shoot, Metal Sonic. My goodness, Blaze, get something to eat, bro. You look anorexic. Get something to eat, OG. So meanwhile, Burning Blaze, nope. She already wasted the ultimate. Sonic and Co are like, what we do? What we do? So while they're running away, they get caught because, you know, I thought it was fast. I thought the thing was Sonic. I thought he could like run fast. I thought they could all run fast. Why they get caught? Anyway, Sonic and Co gets caught, but apparently Sonic has a plan. You know, and what is the plan? What is the plan? So, you know, Tails tries to go for a kamikaze type option and tries to fly himself in there. And, you know, he tries to shoot him down. Knuckles goes for the emerald. Sonic and Shadow are running. Be quick about it. Really, bro? Be quick about it? Come on, man. Be quick about it. Like, I thought he was already fast. Like, what do you want? Meanwhile, Eggman, he's in the torture device. Right? He wants to be freed. But of course, we get introduced to the world's strongest 2007 Jeep Wrangler owner, Dr. Starline. So apparently, bro tries to hit him with yeah, he's emo. He's like, I listen to My Chemical Romance, bro. Oh, I'm so emo. And so he goes in and hits Eggman with the a VR headset. He's gonna be forced to watch Roblox car crash compilations for the next 10 years of his life. And of course, that's got him scared. I mean, I'd be scared too. So they make him watch them. And, you know, the fight's still going on. And then this is Sonic's plan. Sonic's entire plan here. He wasn't going to fight him, you know, like any normal person would. He decides to make him mad. So Sonic's grandiose idea is to hit him with your mama's so fat that her high school picture had to be taken off of a helicopter. And of course, you found that Eggman got the Street Inspired World 2 demo build? Exactly. He got it leaked, so they're mad. They want it. So of course, Sonic hits Metal with the biggest your mama joke. And that's got him so mad that everybody jumps him because he didn't laugh. He said, your mama jokes aren't funny anymore. He is indeed the average yo mama hater. So he is mad as hell. So they jump him. Exactly. Amy wants to be the main character. Like, they push this narrative that she's like this leader thing. Like, but she's not. Like, Amy as a character, like she isn't in that position. She never really was. So it's really weird that IDW, a comic that is supposedly trying to tie itself to the game to the point that one of the authors said it was canon, goes out of this way to, yeah, what is this, bro? Bro, that's gotta hurt, dog. But the fact they keep pushing this narrative that she is a leader character is so strange to me, because like she isn't. That's not who Amy really is. So I'm honestly kind of confused about like what is their plan? Where they get off with this idea of Amy being the leader? It comes out of left field. Even the context of forces, like she was just a computer tech expert, kinda. So I gotta say, it's really weird that they push for this whole she's a leader type narrative when that's not really her thing. I don't know. They don't even explain the comics like how she becomes a leader. Like they just say, oh well, she's a leader, even though she wasn't according to the forces, to the Sonic Forces game. Well, whatever. You could argue that it's their own interpretation, but if they want to tie themselves to be close to the game to the point where they want to be canon, it's really weird where they do these very obvious inconsistencies. Anyway, they all jump Metal Sonic, and yeah, they're here. Rouge plants bombs. Everyone's fighting. Knuckles is just mad. He does not know when to take a chill pill. I feel that. Anyway, they all start beating him up. And Metal Sonic gets mad. So with that all said and done, Silver grabs everybody. And then Metal Sonic gets hit by the battle bus. You know, Tails is a bit crazy. Bit goofy, you know. He's just in a silly, goofy mood. I repeat, chat, he's indeed in a silly, goofy mood. But, you know, oh well. Metal, I don't know, the silly guy hell faces, like, bro wanna be Simpson so bad. I don't know. I guess this is kind of funny. I mean, like, it's like, I don't know, 2 for 1 right now. He could have eased off a bit, but okay. But oh well, that's it. Yep, the Emerald's safe. They save the day, right? And then Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is left here to hopefully rot and die, right? I don't know. So that's it. That was it. Like the whole situation got resolved in like 2 major hits. Yeah, he lost the combo, so they leave him there, right? Hopefully. Shadow doesn't want to hang out with the Latinas. He's afraid of women, apparently. And he got hit with the Stanley haircut. Dog, this is I gotta keep bringing this up. Like, why did she draw his head so flat? Like, shadows should be a bit more angular. Like, they hit him with this. Like, I don't get it. With, like, the hamburger helper looking haircut. It's so off. It's so wrong. But yeah, like I said, Shadow, he leaves, and yeah, that's it. That's the end of the story. Yeah. So hopefully, yeah, they get Eggman, and I don't know. Apparently, this whole Roblox car crash compilation should have controlled Eggman into something that he isn't. The master mode's safe, and that's it. Anyway, you know, it's time for, of course, the art check. A little bit of the break in between. Cohen Baginski, that is a random. Yeah, he didn't go super. Kind of got me mad. Mallory, classic plus modern. The Twitter fan club will eat this up. Jaden Lamb. Okay, here we go, guys. Nicholas, you got nothing on what Bethany has here. This is the pinnacle of Sonic designs right here. Chat, I think we have a winner right here. This might be the best view artwork we've seen on the stream for the entire, like, this period. This might be peak. So we're not doing the metal virus, not the metal virus. Well, that's the next storyline that we'll save for another time. But this is the Metal Sonic storyline. The Neo Metal Sonic storyline concludes us with one more issue, issue 12. They have indeed locked Metal Sonic up for his past crimes and are planning to have him executed tomorrow, I think. So last time, you know, from the break, they won the battle, they got the Victory Royale, and Eggman just got done watching the first two Roblox car crash compilations. So it's a bit of a roll call right here. Apparently, they had to remove Metal Sonic. They had to patch him out of this new update. So unfortunately, he's removed. So of course, now it's time for me to also get on my BS real quick of another example of why I think IDW Sonic is not a well-written character. And on this topic, it's another case of stupidity. In this case, I feel like it's hand in hand with his morality and also to just advance the plot. So as you see here, Metal Sonic is indeed locked up. However, instead of just, you know, like any normal person who has a giant killer robot, I don't know, not repair him, Sonic and Tails think it's a good idea to repair this robot right here. And I gotta say, what in the actual hell is he on this one? So apparently, the reason why I gotta say here, Stanley, dog, what is this, bro? What? Dog, why does he look like that? Why is his quills are so low? Like, he got the worst haircut everywhere. Oh, they're patching for the latest version? Oh, they're using the cracked version, that explains. So he activates Metal Sonic, which is really confusing to me. And what makes things even more confusing is that his reasoning behind all of this is free will. Now, real ones who've been watching the stream have already noticed that in the previous couple of issues, back in issue 7, that Metal Sonic was already out here with the sole purpose of finding Eggman. He wanted him, you know, he even impersonated him to essentially continue his rule, and has no sort of free will whatsoever. The idea of Metal Sonic rebelling is completely gone, because as established in issue 7, Metal Sonic has no sort of rebelliousness inside of him. His code is gone. And Sonic even knows this. He was told by Metal on this. So before someone comes under your assumption that, well, Sonic didn't know, he was clueless, he was just goofing around. He knew all this. Hell, even Tails out here. In the beginning, he says here, like, he looks uneasy about all this. He's not gonna be happy about this. Like, he feels like this isn't a good idea. And it isn't. Sonic goes on and says this, bro. You have a chance to live your own life now. Be your own person, robot whatever. I'm not asking us to be best buds, heck. You live on for the other side of this planet for all I care. But can we at least call it a truce? Give peace a chance? Plot first, characterizing second feels... Exactly, this hurts. So of course Sonic hits us with this beautiful little speech that essentially says, hey, robot designed to kill me and quite literally serves his own purpose of trying to find its creator and serve under him and under his rule. I'm gonna give you the option to quote-unquote live free. That sounds like a good idea, right? That's stupid. That's dumb. This idea of everyone deserves free will, it becomes this character, or this iteration of this character's biggest detriment. That some of these characters is so inappropriate. But yeah, like, it's really dumb that they do this, because, like I said, Metal Sonic doesn't have a quote-unquote free will. He is just following his code. So he wants Metal Sonic to rebel against his code to fall under his quote-unquote ideology of freedom. Because to be honest, this isn't freedom. This is giving someone an ultimatum. Be free, or else I'm gonna step in, or follow my ideology, or else I'm gonna stop you. That's just oppression. That's literally oppression. So of course, Metal Sonic, you know, being programmed that Sonic bad, Eggman good, tries to get the hell out of there. Like, oh, I'm leaving. And this is so dumb. So Tails like, oh, are you okay? Like, yeah, should we go after him? Nah, because we gave him the choice to live how he wants to. We've got to honor his decision. Like, this is dumb. Honor his decision? Keep this one in the back of your head, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to honor his decision, and the decision in question is to go alongside Eggman. By Sonic's own ideology, he should respect this decision, right? Like I said, keep this one in the back of your heads, bro. Keep this one in the back of your heads. Meanwhile, Tinker, the Roblox videos did not actually affect him in any way possible. But, you know, yeah, yo, rough and tough, like, yeah, bro, I don't think we trust you that much, bro. I mean, he got the little Fruit Loop, and, you know, they're like, how are we gonna convince him, bro? How are we gonna convince him? Then, anyway, the programming, all this doesn't work. All the torture method does not work. But then, in comes Metal Sonic. Surely this will not have any sort of ramifications whatsoever for the future of this book, right? Because of this, because of Sonic not just literally disabling Metal Sonic, he kickstarts what would be the next story arc in all of this. So, you know, he gets fixed up, and then, you know, he changes out, gets his fit, he's back. He meets his new fan of the day, but, you know, he's like, oh, well, I don't do fan meetups, bro. That's for next week. But, you know, he decides to pay his way in. Eggman, I've paid approximately $5 on your Patreon, which does mean I do get access to the VIP Discord server. You know, Eggman's like, oh shoot, bro. All right, bet. Welcome to the club. So, you know, just a reminder, all this happened because Sonic was absolutely stupid into thinking that a robot that is programmed to serve Eggman has free will. So yeah, he got the fist rock. He's trying to go buff. So anyway, we get a little bit of some, you know, a post instant update, a little bit of an epilogue, as some may call it. You know, he says to visit Knuckles, like, oh, hey, apparently this is where he's not the leader anymore. He says that he is not leader anymore. So, like I said, that makes you wonder, why the hell was Amy the leader for, like, the entirety of this entire event, even though he's technically the leader? I'm confused about that. Anyway, so Knuckles is gonna stay here. He's tired of all the BS, which I don't blame him. Sonic versus Amy, and they find out that the last person who operated the battle bus left a bunch of free some free loot, so they're gonna loot the place, right? So I don't know, Sonic has no riz on this one. So he leaves. The Chaotix, they're ready to get paid because, you know, no good deed does not come with a price tag. Because, you know, the Chaotix, they want to spend part of their paycheck on some backwoods, some blunts, and to purchase the latest PS5. But unfortunately, they don't have the money. Apparently, Amy's broke as hell, like everybody else. So, Sonic gets out of there. Meanwhile, Tangle and Whisper, Whisper is telling Tangle about her experience of getting harassed by Silver because bro has no swag whatsoever. And you're, you know, Tangle's just being like, you know, fangirling about the whole event. Like, dang, we almost died, bro. That's crazy. They're lesbian. Wait till Silver finds about this. This will be horrible for the Silver the Hedgehog community. So, of course, Whisper is like, oh, I want to talk about what happened. Wait, the joke about the toaster. Wait. Wait. She's emo. Tell me the joke about the toaster? Bro, she's gonna put the toaster in the bathtub, bro. She said she's gonna put the toaster in the bathtub, but Tangle's too stupid. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what she meant by that. She didn't know. So Sonic's like, oh, I'm gonna go away. Meanwhile, Silver, you know, he wants to join back with Blaze because no swag whatsoever. But, you know, Silver, he's like, I don't know, man. I have to do it. But, you know, Sonic, you know, comes in clutch like, bro, get out of here. We don't like you anymore. You suck. And so they both leave into the sunset. Wahoo, the day is saved. Meanwhile, I don't know, Rouge's just chilling out here. I don't know. Oh, she's gonna just steal Master Mode. Okay, so she's like, yeah, I'm gonna save her, bro. Only because I'm gonna go and steal Master Mode. So, goated, I guess. The grind don't stop. The hustle doesn't stop. The hustle does not stop, bro. Anyway, Tails gets the battle bus up and running. And yeah, they're like, oh, yep, we're so cool. Yeah, we're really cool. Anyway, Eggman, though, you know, he has something cooking. He's like, oh, all right, since you paid $5 to join the Patreon Discord server, I got something to show you, bro. So I got something in the works. It's crazy, bro. This new strain of weed that no one has ever seen. Right? So, oh, they didn't know how to roll blunts. Like, oh, Eggman, I don't know how to roll blunts. I didn't take the blunt rolling class, and, you know, he just rolls them for them ASAP. So he shows them the new strain of weed. It's the gas station weed. And he's going to unleash this on top of the world as payback for not being respected and not being, not being treated with respect as a local plug. So this will, set us up for the next story arc, which will be the Metal Virus storyline. Anyway, before we get into talking about the story, get a bit of conclusion, we got, of course, some letters here. By letters, we got some concept art of, I guess it's Whisper, who I guess was supposed to be pink, apparently, but they realized, wait, pink's stupid, because Amy's already pink, so we can't have, like, two pink characters, so they made her, I don't know, like, kind of white. And here's how her gun works. So, for anyone who wants to build this in real life, here's the instructions for you. You're gonna need to, like, get all these pieces, put them together, and boom, there you go. And here's, oh, she's not white, never mind, my apology. And here's the Fortnite turnaround in all her items in the item shop. So make sure to use code Whisper in the item shop to get 10% off. Oh, we got some more. She's blonde, yeah. I don't know why she was white. Dr. Starline, I guess he was supposed to be a zombie. As you can see here, the concept art shows that he was indeed supposed to be dead. But no. Then they realized, wait, if we make the character dead, how is he going to interact with everybody else? So they actually decided to make him alive. And that's as far as the preview goes for all this. So overall, what did I think of the Metal Sonic? I almost said Virus. Honestly, I gotta say that the concept art here actually looks dope as hell. It does. Like, I don't joke about it. Like, this honestly, like the bolt and everything, this whole Frankenstein type design, I mess with this. I actually mess with this a lot compared to its final design. But overall, what did I think about all of this? So yeah, to recap, so Sonic and Co. found out that Metal Sonic was planning to do something good. This entire comic was kind of, it was kind of setting up this whole Metal Sonic is going to do something really bad. We got to stop him type deal. And, I mean, he did something bad, I guess. But I don't know, as like a new sort of like threatening villain, comparing this to, say, a plot that Eggman would concede, like, it really just felt like this is what the average Sonic and Friends adventure feels like on a Tuesday afternoon, per se. I'm honestly not really. It just feels like it's a lot more action-oriented than character-oriented. I mean, well, I guess character-focused or character-driven. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting off with this comic. I mean, they kind of just hinted at in the beginning. There was a lot more action. I had to say though, I do appreciate issue 12 for kind of giving us a bit more closure on this instead of just abruptly jumping to like the next plot. I like that we do get a bit of closure, a little bit of setting things up for the next issue, for the next storyline. I'll give them that for this. They do try to set things up, so I will give them points on that. So honestly, like I said, this honestly wasn't that bad. I would say though, like the cons I do have though is that like the characterization is kind of just all over the place. It really makes me confused here and there why some characters act really stupid, others have this really dumb moral compass and moral grandstanding that they now abide by, which I'm not saying it isn't bad to try new things, but the way that they're doing this, it's really, really dumb. It's really, I don't really buy it. Like, Shadow's really stupid. Amy becomes the leader and completely acts out of character. And then Sonic has this whole brand new moral compass of, let people go free. Don't people go free. Like, it's really dumb and confusing. And I don't understand why IDW is pushing this so much. The new characters I got as their big hits and misses. I mean, Starline and Tangle. I mean, they're kind of cool, kind of interesting. Rough and Tumble and Whisper though. Yeah, in terms of, I mean, like he was growing the weed, the Sonic weed right here. He was cooking up something, but yeah, like honestly, I'm not really vibing with all this because the new characters feel very flat. Like, what is Whisper's defining trait other than I'm shy? Like, we literally had to start coming up with just a random as hell scenario just to make this character sound interesting while reading this comic. That's what I had to do. Because she's kind of like an up-and character. Rough and Tumble, they're just generic Team Rocket stand-ins. Exactly. Honestly, I would say that the beginning kind of did set things down. 5 and 6... they were a bit better, and then 7 was honestly not that bad. I mean, the Never Feel a Fall joke there, it's unfunny, but I'm not going to hold it against the entire comic's existence for that. But yeah, I'd say 7 wasn't really that bad, and this whole Metal Sonic story was like a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, some of these characters, like, I don't know, Shadow, Amy, Sonic, Tangle, even Whisper, they either feel out of character or so half-baked that I'm pretty sure it's just raw. And not in a good way. And Silver gotta calm down. Stop meat writing, bro. Silver gotta stop meat writing on all new characters, bro. But that's really it. That's honestly where I'm at with this. So yeah, overall, that was the entirety of 2018 to 2019 with IDW Sonic. We've still got a bit some more time, so I did want to cover a little bit of like a response to also the comments in my recent IDW video. By recent, I mean it was like a month or two ago. But I kind of did this in my Rumble video on my main channel a while back, so I was essentially going to do like this is essentially me giving like a proper response to all the comments. And then there may be a chance in the future that I may do a follow-up video focused on IDW Sonic, and I may mention the comments as like part of a video. So this is gonna be essentially the uncut version. So let me pause this here. Oh, anyway, so yeah, so I had a lot of comments on here, 161 comments. Now I'm not gonna read all of these out for you because I get it. We have time. We do have time to read these, but I don't have time to read all of them. I do miss 06 Silver too as well. Let me see. Is the... Oh, this is kind of oriented the... There we go. Anyway, so... I kind of want to focus a bit over the negative ones, because I think they were pretty interesting. I kind of give my honest, like, response to 2 cents on them. So yeah, a lot of these... Some of these were pretty interesting. I gotta say, though, like, these are really long. Like, people are really talking their stuff on this stuff. I'm surprised. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna read all of this. Like, I'm gonna focus on some pretty shorter ones. So yeah, let me just pick one that I think that I think it's a small one, but yeah. I think the big issue that kind of people were kind of talking about is this whole debate on Sonic's morality. So here, this person, they liked the video, but didn't like that I believed he was the worst Sonic. But like, here's the thing, like, I like this that, you know, he can reaffirm his sense of morality. But here, using problems to implement way back, like, this isn't true. I think the problem with Sonic's morality discussion is that Sonic is morally wrong with this mindset. The mindset he pursues with, as I stated in the video, it is fundamentally flawed and is only portrayed in the right because he's the main character. And I don't think... Yeah, that's my issue. I don't think his morality is good. I think it's good for a character to at least, like, reaffirm himself and, you know, to at least inspire himself, you know, to stay strong in his beliefs and everything. But the problem is that his beliefs are just flat out wrong and bad, contradictory. They're fundamentally flawed. Like, a character like Surge, which, you know, we'll get to there when we do these streams. Well, actually, I'd argue that the comics do kind of show it. Well, like I said, like, the whole Mellow Virus stuff is started just because of how stupid Sonic honestly is. I feel like they do show his ramifications of his actions, but he's portrayed as them being the right thing. He's wrong. He's definitely wrong, right? But the comics portray it as, like, the right thing. He's either reaffirmed by his friends. Like, there's always some sort of visual indicator that he's right. He's doing what's the buy-all for all this. Yeah, or justify with a random excuse. There's always some weird justification with these. And I kind of hit in this video. I'm not going to play my video because... I don't know. I don't have time to play it. I mean, I'll link it. I'll link it in chat. People can see it. The title's right here. If people want to actually watch it, be my guest. But yeah, it's really, really stupid. It's honestly kind of dumb that he gets justification for being a bad person. This line. This Sonic is more grounded Sonic, flawed in ideals, but always being consistent through his thoughts. Like, I don't know, that just feels like, I don't know. You could say he's flawed in his ideals, but I think he shouldn't be consistent in his thoughts. I think he should have someone like Surge, who is kind of set up to be that character, to essentially show that he needs to change. Being consistent isn't good, especially when these thoughts are destructive. He's not a good character. I never mentioned 57 to 61, but yeah, I did mention in the stream. I did not like these issues at all. I'm not sure what bro responded. Oh, never mind. Someone already answered it for me, bro. Yeah, this is all really poorly misinterpreted. I don't get this, but I tried. Someone has been asked about this, which, you know, I'm not gonna say anything, but I do want to show you guys something after the stream. Well, I'm done with this segment of the stream. Here, this is funny. The beginning here. Their freedom is taking away the freedom of others. What's funny about this comment is that I kind of technically addressed this in the video, where I had said something along the lines of the exact same thing, but I had put a visual, I put something on the screen that essentially said, oh wait, this is an oxymoron. How can you take away someone's freedom and still call that freedom? That makes no sense. Freedom is the idea of being able to do whatever you want with no sort of, you know, like, you know, yeah, freedom. Like, the option to do basically anything with no sort of something, someone to hold against you or hold you back. So having your freedom taken away isn't freedom. Even in the quotations, like, I feel like even the commenter, even though, like, this makes no sense. And here's the thing, like, just let Surge kill people. I noticed a lot of people mentioned this idea that Surge was going to take away people's freedoms, that, like, oh, Surge was going to kill people. But, like, the thing was that Surge was only going to get rid of Eggman and Sonic because their ideals were destructive to everyone around them. She wanted to establish neutrality. She wasn't going to just kill everyone. She wanted to get rid of the two main powers that were essentially causing mass hysteria to the world around them. Yeah, it's like, the thing is, like, I don't think Surge is wrong in her ideals. I think it's the way that she goes with them that's wrong. It's not, well, actually, technically speaking, it actually is Sonic's fault that Surge is suffering. Surge, as you mentioned, she wouldn't have been made if Sonic had just taken out Eggman. So Surge's suffering is a cause, is a byproduct of Sonic's ignorance. She goes to the extreme. I gotta say, you can question Surge's method of going to that extreme. You can question how she does it, but the idea of establishing neutrality because of the world and how both sides are essentially destroying the world, I have to say, like, she's kind of, you could argue that she's kind of morally right in where her standing is in all this. I did see the Commnents characters go to the extreme to make Sonic right because bad guy. Exactly, like, Surge was said to be kind of more than just that. Like I kind of am repeating what I said in my video, but they did set her up initially to be this counter culture, almost like a meta commentary on Sonic's issues. But yet they kind of waste that and treat her as a villain of the week. And I did watch the 50 review, and I gotta say, the insight, it kind of does feel like a bit of an excuse too as well. The video's right over there. Because he mentioned that Sonic's a bit more seasoned, that he's used to this stuff, but might I remind you that he belittles a mental patient's insanity as a shtick, and that he's been through this before. I don't know, if he was more seasoned, I feel like he'd try to treat her with a bit more respect, like how Tails dealt with Kit in the same issue. Sonic isn't seasoned, he's just an a-hole. He's a jerk towards Surge. He tries to dumb down her situation multiple times as a shtick. Like imagine, it's like the same excuse saying, oh, if you're depressed, just be happy. It's like that type of response that Sonic gives to Surge, but in a much more disrespectful manner. I don't think he's seasoned. Like, he just feels like a jerk. He's treating it as the most unserious thing imaginable, which for Surge is like the fight of her life. I get it. Sonic was, you know, he was joking around here and there, like having some fun, but still at the same time, he really did just treat her pretty badly in the end. And then I get hit with this, the needless romantic drama relationship crap in Archie, which is funny because I'd argue that the relationship stuff was beneficial in Archie to some extent. I'm not saying I think it was a good thing. I've alluded before that I don't like the romance in Archie all that much, but a lot of the stories did grow the characters, their surroundings. They even explained who Sonic is as a person in one of the issues. They helped characters like Mina Mongoose, Geoffrey St. John, Sally Acorn, Hell of a Monkey Khan, who I'm doing a video on soon, actually grow and change as characters. So, yeah. But wait, here's the thing, I don't know what makes this book is so atrocious, but the proof is in the pudding. I mean, my honest opinion, like, just because something is popular doesn't automatically mean it's better. I don't get that mindset. I don't think it's doing something right. if it's portraying its characters pretty poorly and everything. I'm not saying that you can't like these characters, but I don't know, this idea that just because the comic is popular means they're doing something good, I disagree with that. I honestly think that the comic is doing the bare minimum to keep things going. And I gotta admit, it is also hella ironic too as well. I guess I put this in the video, like, I swear, I'm wondering if you guys even watch the video when I comment some of this stuff. Well, when you guys comment some of this stuff. Because if the book is doing so well, then why, I have to bring it up. I showed a picture of IDW's declining stocks. If the book is doing so good, then what's this? What's this? If the book is doing so good, then why are their stocks falling? I mean, if the proof is in the pudding, then I'm sorry to tell you, but IDW is not doing that good right now. You can look it up. I'm not even like BSing on this. I gotta say, the jokes write themselves sometimes. They do kind of write themselves sometimes here and there. But yeah, honestly, Archie Sonic bad. I don't agree with that. He's not my favorite Sonic for sure, but he's the romance as a critique or excuse against him being the worst. No, you're wrong on that one. I don't agree with that, to be honest. Honestly, this is probably like the realest comment on here. I don't know who or what Sonic is the character. Honestly, it's like real. Let's see. This got a bunch of responses, so yeah. This comment here, I don't get this. In Sonic 3, Eggman faked his death by cooling the lava to trick Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic knew what it felt to kill someone, and it was his only direction in life. Video game Sonic is the worst Sonic, the real Sonic. I don't know. What is bro talking about? Oh, 15 hours ago? Oh, so people were actually still talking about this, dang. I don't know. This feels like this is a schizo thread. This is the schizo thread right here. I'm not gonna read all this. This feels like I'm actually watching two mental patients fight against each other. I don't get this mindset here. Like, IDW Sonic is flawed. Yes. IDW takes Sonic's important moral freedom and makes it a flaw. Yeah, in the worst way possible. Sonic person who believes that no matter how bad of a person you are, you deserve a chance, and he follows rules even to his detriment. That's the problem, though. Like, he follows this flawed moral code to the point where it results in the destruction of his own world. I'm not saying that a perfect Sonic is what I want. I'm just saying the fact the book portrays Sonic's morally wrong choices as the right thing is really contradictory. He's a bad character. Because his mindset of just everyone should be free becomes incredibly contradictory because it's not even freedom. It's an ultimatum. Like Metal Sonic, for example, like I said, eventually in the Metal Virus, which I'm sorry for spoiling it for people who are first-time readers watching the stream, Sonic will go back on his decision on respecting Metal Sonic's decision as the bad thing. So even his own moral code, he can't even follow consistently. It's a really dumb change. And it makes the character unlikable, which why I consider him to be the worst of the bunch. People forget that in Lost World Sonic, I tried to fix a mistake. Exactly, like... Okay, I'm surprised that, like, I have not read these comments yet. Like, people are still commenting on this. This video was made, like, a couple months ago. But yeah, like, Sonic tries to fix his decisions. Exactly. In this case, Sonic isn't trying to fix his decision. He's trying to justify his bad actions. Yeah, the destructive naivety, it makes no sense. This has never been a Sonic character flaw. Like, this one they just made up on the fly. I was right. Everyone is just roasting bro in the comments, bro. I also love breadcrumbs served for dinner. Like, y'all don't have to do bro like that. It is not that serious. I mean, yeah, here's the thing. Like, here's the thing, though. Like, there's a difference between being just blatantly ignorant with Sonic knocking the conch out versus ignoring the pleas and like this. Like, I'm a comic flaws are part of a character and none should be without them. However, that shouldn't come at the cost of the story's quality itself. Exactly. Like, I've stated this on my main channel, which DX fans don't watch main channel videos, but I've stated that I like Fleetway Sonic's characterization of this like flawed Shakespearean type, what's it called? Archetype. He suffers. He has serious flaws, but the book addresses them either in the wrong, either portrays them as jokes. Like, the Fleetway Sonic is a jerk mentality or ideology people believe he has is so wrong because there's more to him than just that. But here's the thing. And where Fleetway Sonic has issues that the book addresses and even he essentially grows and changes as a character, IDW Sonic doesn't. IDW Sonic's flaws are not only the difference of like his character, but also the story itself. His destructive naivety, which yeah, I'm gonna definitely use for like a future video. This is probably like the hardest sentence I've read all night. I'm gonna definitely use that sometime. But because of that mindset, like it comes at the cost of the character, how others view him, and much more. It's really dumb. People believe that this is a character flaw that's good, but don't realize that this flaw in question costs, like I said, the video shows, he's contradictory, he's a sociopath, he's a liar, he treats Surge like crap, and most important of all, he's portrayed as this stuff in the right for 90% of this. Like, there are like approximately like 3 or 4 characters who criticize him for his actions for being in the wrong, but there's no payoff for all of that because you know why? He has to portray this in the right, and I don't get that. It's so frustrating. Prime Sonic exists. I mean, yeah, I did allude to that. I think he might be in my server. I don't know, but yeah, I did talk about that. I think in the case where you could excuse that Prime Sonic actually is attempting to try to like fix his mistakes. Which I would say for season 1, I did see season 2, and I gotta say, both these guys are pretty bad. But I feel like the problem here, I think IDW Sonic is worse. Because in the case where Prime Sonic's actions are being portrayed in the wrong, and you have a character like Shadow constantly criticizing him for it, IDW Sonic doesn't have that. Like, all of his detractors are just the bad guys. It's really dumb. They're both bad interpretations, don't get me wrong. Like, if it weren't for that, then I'd say they're on the same level, but I'd say there's just a lot more going on with IW Sonic that just makes him worse. And then this right here. Yeah, I don't know. This guy out here has been responding to all these comments, so I don't know if I can. if bro's already saying what I'm already gonna say. So yeah, this I'm really confused on. No Sonic is perfect, which yeah, except for Fleetway Sonic, the GOAT. But this, I don't get this. Fights end without understanding them, and because like these are literally 2 things that Sonic does in IDW though. If we're gonna go with unfunny one-liners, like I said, a lot of stuff we're gonna have to see later on in the future for these for the issues. So I am kind of spoiling a little bit, but oh well. But he jumps in to fight Surge with like barely understanding her entire, you know, mental philosophy and issues, and he also spouts unfunny one-liners. So I don't get where this is coming from. Like, IW Sonic does this, so by your logic, IW Sonic is a bad Sonic. And I don't get this. I don't get this. He didn't. I think he's talking about the quote in issue 2 where he says he does like the the SA2 quote, which I mean was like I didn't really vibe with that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get this either. So I'm just gonna pretend that bro was just saying something off the top of his head. And yeah, Surge does oppose Sonic's philosophy. I mean, she's his rival. That's the point. That's kind of the point. She's a rival, so of course she's gonna oppose his philosophy. And I mean, yeah, you could argue, yeah, she takes away the freedoms of both Sonic and Eggman. I'll go with that, right? So is Sonic. Sonic does the same thing. So I don't get where your point is coming with that. He does the same thing of taking away people's freedoms under his belief that his freedom is right. You could argue the same for Surge. Getting rid of Eggman and Sonic to create some sort of neutrality. Yeah, you could argue that opposes Sonic's ideology of freedom, but I gotta say, I'm still under the belief that Surge's philosophy would have unironically benefited Sonic's world than having two destructive forces essentially clash. I don't know, like, looking at it from her perspective, she's kind of in the right. But granted, it's how she does it, which, like I said, puts things under question. When does Sonic fight someone without understanding them in adventure? I didn't get that either. Like, I was trying to think about that. Like, when does he do that? I think he's trying to... I'm trying to remember. Like, I don't think he's ever done that in adventure. I think he made me think about, like, of Sonic Heroes, where they just, like, kind of just, like, jump in with, like, fights for the hell of it. But even then, like, it's not on the same level. This is just a really dumb comment that I spent 2 minutes on trying to question why it even existed. I didn't pay bro this money. I didn't pay bro's money. He doesn't know. I'm not gonna read this one, but I will tell you, we have been memeing the hell out of this comment because of how bad it is. Chaos and Shadow are messing with the cops. Exactly. Like, I don't get why he said that. It made no sense. So, let me go ahead and state. Yeah. He already responded. Like, this guy already explained the comment for me. Like, let's just get this out of the way. And like I said, if I have to make a follow-up video, which, can we talk about the fact that the Fleetway Sonic is bad because he's a jerk mindset is still one of the most retarded, like, things to bring up? Oh, yes. How is he flawed in his beliefs? He's never been contradicting to himself at all. Like, he believes that everyone deserves a second chance and everybody deserves freedom. Like, bro, are you actually okay? Like, what do you mean? How is he a bad Sonic? You just say he's flawed in his beliefs, but there's no example of this. He's a flawed character. Yes, I'll agree with that, but is he flawed in his beliefs? No, he's not. And like I said, if he's a jerk, well then, might I introduce you to the Robotic Rule Supreme storyline, the Sonic Adventure storyline, even the Sonic 3 storyline to some extent. Yeah, the fandom is weird. I feel like being this over defensive over over someone critiquing the characterization of a character has got to be some next level insanity. It is not that serious. I repeat, it is not that serious. Okay? Well, let's just get out of the way. It is never that serious to be acting like this over a characterization of a fictional video game character. They keep talking this long about him. Overall, yeah, when you have to go to the point where you have to start speculating, over a single image at the end of a comic to prove your point that, oh, your character is better. If you have to go speculation, this is speculation at the end. You're making no sense whatsoever. This comment is stupid. Meta era Sonic bad. I mean, Fleetway, yes, he's not. Yeah, but he deals with his actions. Like, he'll be proven wrong for the way he acts. He's a jerk. Sometimes he's a jerk. Like, I'll admit it. Like, it's kind of a charm to some extent, and also he is proven wrong. Some of his actions that he does under his mentality prove to be bad, and he has to suffer the consequences for them and essentially act up. And best of all, he grows and changes as a character and starts to mature. So he feels like a three-dimensional character. I don't get how people can't grasp the concept of that. Well, I mean, I actually can, because the average Fleetway hater looks up Fleetway Sonic on Google Images and base their entire idea that this Sonic is bad just because of that. Out of like 5 out-of-context panels. Yes, Meta Era Sonic is unfunny. Do not tell bro that they make a Meta Era comment about a Meta Era joke. They do meta humor on a meta humor joke. So by this logic, IDW Sonic is bad. So shout out to the comment section for yeah. I mean, yeah, okay, dialogue wouldn't take it so seriously. But yeah, I mean, it was just trying. I mean, yeah, it's trying to be a bad comic book. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, you give yourself that, like, you know, fair enough, yeah. I'm not gonna read all of this because this is the comment in question. If I make a video like this and it goes to the point where you have to write a comment this long as a response back, I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna assume that you take this character way too seriously. So, you know, we gotta go ahead and pop in with the responses. Like, he keeps going. Yeah, there are no commas, dog. Bro is on to nothing. So yeah, I'm just gonna assume the comments here. Shout out to the GOAT, Mr. Spaghetti. He voiced Sonic in the video. He's my homie. Yeah, I think everyone just realized this man is on nothing. So what is my diagnosis? Lock him up and put him in a mental institution. Thank you. Like, I'm not reading all this. The comments are already out here. The responses are the same length as this, dog. I think they already know what's going on. I think they know a thing or two. Prime Sonic's the worst, and Movie Sonic, like I said, I alluded to them being bad. I think Archie Sonic is, not Archie Sonic, IDW Sonic is the worst out of the bunch, but, you know, I wouldn't, I could kind of agree with that. I could kind of see where you're coming from, because like I said, I do think that they aren't really the best. I'm not reading this one. Actually, no, maybe I should read this one. Maybe I should, you know, never mind. He made a bunch of, yeah, that's too long. I'm not reading that. I didn't understand the character. My goodness, everyone is so brutal to each other in this comment section. Like, you have the people who think, oh, the Flynn fans are disagreeing on this one, and then you have like, oh, you didn't vibe with him, bro. You didn't vibe with him, bro. Mods clear my chat, and they're like, oh, they come back. It's so funny. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm just laughing at all of this. Like, it's so funny, like, to me, that a 14-minute video can make someone this mad. Exactly, like, the Sonic fandom will take me saying IDW Sonic isn't really that great with legitimate reasons and come out saying, oh, this man thinks Sonic should murder people. That's like, apple. It's like saying like I like apples, and you come out with, like saying, oh, so you hate oranges. Like, no correlation whatsoever. This makes no sense. Like I said, if you take from this saying that if you disagree with me, you're a hater. I'm not saying that. You can like IDW Sonic, all right? Let me make that 100% clear. You can like this character with 100%, 1,000%. If you enjoy these comics, all the power to you. I don't like them, and that's fine. I could go around be a hater for literally no reason whatsoever, right? I could do that, right? But like I said, in all honesty, it's fine to like or dislike this character. But I gotta admit, some of you guys take liking this character or defending him way too seriously. I gotta say. This reminds me of my Ron Lim video where I had... This is essentially the Ron Lim video for this channel where a bunch of people got mad over a singular opinion, where people were writing full-out essays on the topic. But, like I said, you do you, I guess. I mean... I don't know, maybe I'm the sucker for making a video about IDW Sonic and making this whole little stream series. I don't know. Maybe I got outplayed. Who knows? Anyway, though, so that is all the comments of this video. You know, usually this is the part where I would say I'm going to end stream or something like that, but actually, I do have something I do want to show you guys. Yeah, I have plans to actually show this in a proper video sometime soon in the future, but, you know, I'm on live, so I actually do want to show you guys a little something that I've been working on. Expect this to come out in the works. We got the P rank, bro. We got the P rank. Expect this one to maybe come out sometime, I don't know, maybe next month. Maybe for me next month, maybe next month. I don't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to show you this little IDW something I've been working on. This little intro thingy. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna work on an IW video. The entire series. Yeah. I'm gonna be doing a whole, probably an hour plus long retrospective on the entire series. At the moment, hold on, let me clear my throat. Jeez. See, at the moment, I don't have anything written out for it yet, but what I can tell you is that I'm hoping to start working on it probably mid-September. Hopefully get it out as an October release. Maybe I'll do it as like a Halloween special. I don't know. But I will be starting, like I said, I'll start working on it maybe mid next month. I will be releasing it in parts early for the second channel. So people here on the Strikes for DX YouTube channel, you guys will be able to see this video early in parts, of course. And of course, the Discord server members, you guys will be able to see it a week early before it hits the second channel, the parts in question. So I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be interesting. Like I said, mid-September is probably where I'm probably going to start working on it. I'm working on the MonkeyCon essay this month. Hopefully getting it out. Hopefully this time this week. That'd be really nice if I could. But yeah, I already have the script written for the next video, so it should be coming out a bit faster than normal. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little something I'm working on. it'll probably be my last essay for a while. All I can really say is that I hope this one goes out as a bang. So, thanks for watching the stream. If you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and of course, subscribe to this channel. Make sure to join the Discord server to, of course, see videos like this one soon, pretty early. I will continue doing these IDW streams. I'll see how this first one does. If it does really good, I'll continue doing this. I think it'll be fun. The Metal Virus Saga, I mean, that'll be interesting. That'll be something. So, like I said, stay tuned. Big things are coming. Big things are planning. I have some things in the works, you know. I got some plans. That's all I can really say. Anyway, stay safe. Have a good day. And hopefully, I'll see you guys soon. Like I said, hopefully a new video coming soon near the end of this month too as well. So, thanks for watching. See you guys later.
Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one.